Your pussy stank.
Your pussy stank.
Your pussy stank.
Your pussy stank.
Feminine wash. Feminine wash. Feminine wash. It takes the smell away. Na 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 na. Your pussy stank.
Your pussy stank.
Your pussy stank.
Your pussy stank.
Feminine wash.
Feminine wash.
Feminine wash.
Feminine wash.
Feminine wash.
Feminine wash.
Smell away.
Your pussy stank.
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 Feminine wash. Feminine wash. Feminine wash. It takes the smell away. Na 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 na. Your pussy stank.
Your pussy stank.
Your pussy stank.
Your pussy stank.
Feminine wash.
Feminine wash.
Feminine wash.
Feminine wash.
Feminine wash.
Feminine wash.
Smell away.
Your pussy stank.
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 Feminine wash. Feminine wash. Feminine wash. It takes the smell away. Na 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 na. Your pussy stank.
Your pussy stank.
Your pussy stank.
Your pussy stank.
Feminine wash.
Feminine wash.
Feminine wash.
Feminine wash.
Feminine wash.
Feminine wash.
Smell away.
Your pussy stank.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Nigga. I'm the man in the city, I'm just saying though. I fucked your main bitch, I'm just saying though. I'm acting stingy with this money, I'm just saying though. I'm addicted to these hoes, I'm just saying though. I need drugs in my life, I'm just saying though. Most my niggas fighting life, I'm just saying though. It's money by any means, I'm just saying though. This a little mic beat, I'm just saying though. I'm the man in this city, I'm just saying though. I fucked your main bitch, I'm just saying though. I'm acting stingy with this money, I'm just saying though. I'm addicted to these hoes, I'm just saying though. I need drugs in my life, I'm just saying though. Most my niggas fighting life, I'm just saying though. It's money by any means, I'm just saying though. Maserati gon' kill this beat, I'm just saying though. Foreign riding high shit, looking like a lick. Lurking for a op, stain them like a dirty fit. I'm Molly rolling pure, knew it took a nigga bricks. I put this on a boss, he can't get that shit. Streets fuck with Maserati, I'm just saying though. TTG, I'm trained to grind, I'm just saying though. I love pussy, money and sex, I'm just saying though. You ain't bout this fucking life, I'm just saying though. Green light, a nigga gon' focus on them, somebody dying. Get your funeral shot up while everybody crying. No sympathy for broke niggas living life of crime. Every gun y'all got for sale, Maserati bang. trap it, get it cash. I'm a drug dealer. Y'all can't stand me in my back cause I don't trust a nigga. Designer down, Chris Cologne with my teeth grinding. Think I'm lacking, think I'm macking till them shots be fine. I'm the man in the city, I'm just saying though. I fucked your main bitch, I'm just saying though. I'm acting stingy with this money, I'm just saying though. I'm addicted to these hoes, I'm just saying though. I need drugs in my life, I'm just saying though. Most my niggas fighting life, I'm just saying though. There's money by any means, I'm just saying though. This a little mic beat, I'm just saying though.
Bitch, I'm love flipping on the man, ho. I am. Trap house doing digits, this the bando. You can't get no love from me, you a fan, ho. Niggas hating on me, I don't wanna stand him. Get too close and I'm spraying, fam. Down the hill is my land, fam. Robert G's, I can't land, fam. Fuck the buff in the land, fam. I'm just saying, fam. Broke niggas can't stand them. Top shot, open can them. Body bags for his friends and them. I'm just saying, though. I'm just saying, though.
Yeah, what up, what up? We live in this motherfucker. We live early in the morning. Let's get it, man. Shout out to my loyal church member. Shout out Tremaine, she in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? High Def, I see you. Rich Mace. You know. Motherfuckers who been tuning in, you know, consistently. Now let me say this, man. Motherfuckers always got an opinion. You know what I'm saying? It's a motherfucker in the chat talking about some, oh, this music is garbage, I don't like this music. Listen, man, you send me some of that hotep shit that you making or whatever the fuck. And I'ma play this shit for the people and let the people decide if your shit's garbage. You know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to listen to that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I play what the people feeling. You know what I'm saying? This one motherfucker don't like a song and he wanna vent his motherfucking frustrations or whatever the fuck, man. Send me some motherfucking music. This is what I'm saying. I don't make all these complaints and I don't motherfucking have a solution. Here's the solution, nigga. You got the email, ministerjap@gmail.com. You don't like the beats, you don't like the intro music, make some fucking music, send this shit in. If the shit fire, I'ma play it. Your shit whack, I'ma play it and we gonna clown you. That's just the end of it, man. But let's get to this work, man. Let's do this work, man. Let's do this work. You know, let's do this work. So check it out, fam. I woke up this morning. You know, I get a lot of motherfuckers sending me shit on Facebook and niggas be mad I don't be able to respond. Man, it's too much, too many niggas. I got emails, I got a lot of shit going on. You know what I'm saying? I've been trying to get back to everybody. But you know what I'm saying? If something strikes my eye and basically, you know, intrigues me to have to speak on it, I try to speak on it immediately before I fucking forget. All right? I'm scrolling through Facebook and then the motherfucker send me this shit. Ann Coulter speaks on single mothers. Okay? Now, those who know me know that I am a fan of logical arguments. Okay? So I'm gonna state the premise now because I know the hoteps, you know what I'm saying, the revolutionaries, you know, who fuck with me, gonna say, Jap, you're cooning. So we gonna address that now before we get into this. Okay? I am a fan of real conversation, logical debates. I have no allegiance when it comes to the truth. Some niggas are so pro-black, even when the truth is presented, it's a lie because it came from a white person. Okay? I'm not like that. I'm not like that. Because one thing about a logical conversation, there's no insults being made. The thing I like about mathematics and science, there's no room for opinion. So when I have a debate with somebody, I debate them scientifically and mathematically. And I'm not saying that I'm going to break out a calculator. If need be, we could do that. But when I say mathematics, things that add up. Blank plus blank equals this. We have this because of blank plus blank. I don't get into the feelings and shit. Okay? So, nah, man, y'all lay off of this nigga, man. He cool, man. I'm just telling the nigga, send in some music. If you don't like the intros and shit like that, send the fucking music. Don't block him or nothing. Let him talk his shit. Shit, I'm gonna talk my shit all day. And y'all hit the like button. Matter of fact, I'm gonna make Fam a mod so he can talk his shit. And now he got a duty. Now he's a mod, and now the nigga gotta send me some fucking music or shut the fuck up. So check it out. I am a fan of real debate. One thing I like about Fox is that they don't coddle to feelings. I'm not with that shit. You know, I love when people go against the grain, because when you go against the grain, it's usually going to reveal some truth that's been hidden. Okay? Now, I see that y'all wasn't prepared for this. I see that y'all wasn't prepared for this. Because even my mods are roasted and Coulter. And Coulter. And it's funny. It's funny. You know? Yeah. It's funny. But when I play these videos, shit ain't finna be funny, fam. Shit ain't finna be funny. So we can roast her. Yeah, she's funny looking. You know? That's funny. But when it comes to these debates, you can't crack jokes. You can't try to say, well, do you have kids? That has no relevance. You know what I'm saying? And that's what, see, actually, after I saw this debate that she had about the single mothers, and notice how I didn't say black single mothers. So, because I know a lot of the hoteps gonna come in here and say Jap is siding with the white woman to go against the sisters. No. She said single mothers. That's what I liked about the debate. It was broad. It was broad. And she came with it. I could identify with Ann Coulter, and I'm gonna tell you why. Ann Coulter goes through what I go through. Now, Ann Coulter is far more educated than I am. She's an author of many books. She does her research. Your feelings don't surpass the passion she has for information. So until you do enough research and write enough books to counter her claims and her argument that she presents empirical facts, data, then you should listen and go back to the drawing board and formulate your counter argument with facts, statistics, study, field research. I pride myself on being one of the people who actually do the field research. You know, I don't pop off a bunch of statistics because I'm in the trenches. I give you all angles of a single mother down to the molecule. I give that shit to you niggas. Why? Because I deal with them. Again, this is not Minister Jap cooning and throwing our people under the bus because this woman is white. In fact, I wish more black women spoke like her because it was so attractive to me to hear a woman with this point of view, and it was so strong. I saw a lot of what I deal with when I have these discussions with single mothers, and they attack me personally. They say, you don't have kids, so you don't know what you're talking about. You're not married. You don't know what you're talking about. You ain't never gave birth, so you don't know what it feels like. Okay? You must be hurt by your mother. You must have been hurt by a woman. Nigga, you gay. You're a self-hater. All of these things have been said, but nothing has disproved what I say about single mothers, and none of these single mothers have proved their stand logically on how single motherhood is the best thing for a child. We went through this yesterday for the Father's Day edition of the church last night. Shout out to all them brothers. I gave y'all real stories that these two eyes have seen. Okay? So, I'm not here to do this whole, this coon tap dance thing so you can get out of this truth in discussion. If you just played the audio and didn't know this woman was white, it does not mean that she is telling a lie. If she's black, it don't mean she's telling the truth. Single mothers, black single mothers, a lot of their kids every day. So that don't mean just because a motherfucker black and I'm black, they are automatically obligated to telling me the truth. Fuck that. The black church been lying to us for the longest. And there have been plenty of white people who've done the research on how the black church has been raping us, but none of you motherfucking niggas want to hear that because it came from a white person. I have always been the type of motherfucker to tell you that Trump is good for business. Trump is good for what the fuck needs to be said about real shit. And I wish he was black because more of you niggas would listen to him. You are jaded by the fact that he's fucking white. Just because he's white, he's automatically a fucking enemy. You programmed to think that. And I understand why we got a fucked up history and shit like that, but let's just talk facts. I don't want to deal with all that motherfucking Hotep shit today, man. Because what I'm gonna present what this woman is saying, and when you see the reactions of the people, it's never a logical argument. And in fact, you'll get more claps and celebrations if you just agree with those who the truth is presented to, even when they are in the wrong. See, I learned a lot from watching these videos of Ann Coulter talking about single mothers, and I learned that I'm not gonna have these discussions in public where these bitches can have the audience of more raggedy, uneducated bitches of the subject to cheer them on an emotional tirade. Because I cook their ass in fucking canola oil every time I speak. But they run. They run and they speak from the heart. I don't speak from the heart. I speak from my motherfucking mind. You can speak from your heart. My heart pumps blood. You think with yours. That's the difference. That's why I watch Fox News. That's why I watch C-SPAN. If you niggas feel that the white man and white people are the enemy, then it would be smart to know how the fuck they think so they can't pull the wool over your eyes because you're so fucking blackmatized by the Hoteps and the black power, you can't even study the fucking enemy, and he's showing you how he thinks on television daily. So we need to decide, do we want to be intelligent or do we want to fucking keep coddling to feelings of how a motherfucker feel? And I'm going to tell you something. We've been coddling to the feelings of single mothers for a long time, man. And it ain't got us nowhere. I always said, if single motherhood was so great, then why don't they produce such greats in numbers? Single motherhood is only good when you have a nigga that's from the motherfucking ghetto, raised by a single mother, and he goes to the fucking NBA. Salute Eugene, man, for the donations. We need that help. Appreciate you, fam. But I'm dead ass serious, fam. I'm dead ass serious. What we have to ask ourselves, what are single mothers producing? Twerkers and murderers, fam. So, a lot of times too, this is another thing too, that niggas gotta make their mind up on. A lot of times as a black man, when you throw out truth, black people don't believe you until a white person validates it. Think about it. Think about how many times you know some shit is not the truth. But it only resonates when a white person stamps it. So what I decided to do today is give this white woman the ability to stamp what the fuck I've been saying about single motherhood for the longest. So let's get into this shit today. y'all feeling, man? We up early, man. We are up early, fam. So let's cook.
Called Hot Under the Collar. Please welcome controversial columnist and best-selling author Ann Coulter. Her new book is entitled Demonic. Ann said some outrageous comments about single mothers. And Ann, I really want to welcome you, but I don't get this about the single mothers. They should give up their kids for adoption.
Oh, definitely. That's what the statistics are. I mean, not once they're 14, but a woman who gets pregnant out of wedlock, if she wants to do the best thing for the child, it is overwhelming. She should give the child up for adoption. Because
Now, hold up. I never explored that option. I never thought to even think that before. But let's just stop it right there. Oh, y'all can't hear with the music playing? Okay, we're gonna go back. All right, hold on, we're gonna go back. And I appreciate y'all, family. Let me know. Hold on, let's cut the music off. Okay. We're gonna play it back from the top.
Called Hot Under the Collar.
Okay?
Please welcome controversial columnist and best-selling author Ann Coulter. Her new book is entitled Demonic. Ann said some outrageous comments about single mothers. And Ann, I really want to welcome you, but I don't get this about the single mothers. They should give up their kids for adoption.
oh, definitely. That's what the statistics are. I mean, not once they're 14.
Now, I will say this. Sometimes you got to throw out an attention getter to raise eyebrows to bring you in to a deeper issue, and a deeper aspect of what the concern is about. So I think that was the attention getter. But I will say this. If you have a single mother and she's struggling and hopefully she'll raise a good kid. Luckily she can provide for a kid. Mathematically, scientifically, it would make more sense to put that kid in a definite 2-parent home with parents who actually want a kid. See, that's another thing too people don't talk about. People who, oh, y'all don't know where to fucking donate. We'll fix that right now. Hold on. Where my mind's at, man? Y'all bullshitting. There's a difference between motherfuckers who just have kids and motherfuckers who want kids. Now, your traditional young, black, raggedy family, these motherfuckers have kids. It's not planned. But a lot of other cultures sit down and map this thing out. Okay? And a lot of times, these people are not able to have kids. They're not able to conceive. But they want kids more than the people who just have them. So there's an ask, because I seen somebody in the comments say adoption would ruin the kids even more. I beg to differ. Because if you know families who've been trying to have kids and can't have kids, and they say, fuck it, we're going to adopt, they're going to cherish that kid. What you may be thinking about is foster care. Foster care is a totally different thing, fam. That's totally different. And that's another hustle for another day that I'm going to break down, because I know a lot about that shit too. But the adoption agencies, they interview these people, they screen these people. It's a rigorous process. I know people who actually adopted kids, and they went through a whole lot. You know, you think buying a house is a lot? You think buying a house is a lot? This is like purchasing a person. Okay? They are going to evaluate you. You know, criminal record, everything. They're going to everything. So, because they need to know who they're giving this kid to. Okay? So, parents who adopt, it's proven that they want a kid more than these people who accidentally slip up and pop up knocked up. Come on, fam. Let's just be real. Let's stop putting our feelings in this shit and let's get beyond this black and white shit and let's just deal with the matter at hand. All right? I'm going to let her cook.
But a woman who gets pregnant out of wedlock, if she wants to do the best thing for the child, it is overwhelming. She should give the child up for adoption.
Now, if most of these single mothers wanted to do the best thing for their child, hear that, the best thing for their child, not what's best for them, not how they feel, not who they love, not who listens to them, what's best for the child. And what's best for the child is you put your fucking feelings aside and you do what needs to be done. It don't go no louder, so listen harder.
Because the statistics, both from the left and the right, are overwhelming on what happens to illegitimate children. About 70% of juvenile delinquents, teenage runaways, pregnancies out of wedlock are committed by the children of single mothers. If you were in the womb right now and you could choose whether to be black, white, rich, poor, the one thing you should hope for as a child in the womb is my parents are married.
Okay, I understand that gives stability and all kinds of emotional strength to a child. What I don't get, though, is that we're singling out the single mothers, pardon the redundancy, but we're not talking about these absent fathers.
Well,
where are these absent guys? I mean, these moms are doing a heroic job. I mean, they're out there, they're working sometimes 2 jobs, they're getting their kids through school, they're feeding them, and the dads are nowhere to be.
See, what he's doing is the same argument that most of these motherfucking bitches say. I work 2 jobs, I work hard, I work this, and this. Think about this, fam. You work hard because you have to. You're not working hard because this is something that you just want to do. You know, she's not, listen. The way she breaking this shit down, you know, she about to really put these motherfuckers to the fire. You know, and these women make it harder on themselves. You're having a baby that you're not prepared for. You're not prepared to have this baby. Okay? So let's get back into this.
To be found and nobody's attacking them.
no one's celebrating them either. I am responding to a culture out of Hollywood, the courts, the elite media that is promoting single motherhood. They are not promoting single fatherhood or deadbeat dad.
Exactly. They are not promoting single fatherhood. They don't fucking celebrate the shit. They don't even give brothers a pat on the back who are single fathers. I know 2 single fathers personally in my life that had to get their kids from these raggedy ass bitches. You know what I'm saying? They got custody of their kids. And these bitches still running around here chasing dicks, doing crimes, living their lives, turning up in clubs, living in whole different cities and whole different states, and they just check up on their kid here and there when they drunk. You know? But these women get commended. The brothers don't get commended for manning up and taking care of their kids and taking their kids. That story's never told.
What do you say to women who say?
And another thing she said too, she said we are not giving men a pass who lead their kids. They're not celebrating that shit either. You know? So pay attention, man.
You are demonizing single moms.
All I'm doing is citing statistics. It's what works.
God damn, the truth always seems to demonize these single moms. Look at them in the audience. They all hurt. They all hurt. I'm going to play this shit, man. I'm going to play this shit. God damn.
Is the nuclear family. Now, sometimes that isn't going to happen. I mean, I do make a
lot
point
of times
of saying.
it's not going to happen. I mean, that's part of the reason why I'm hot under the collar.
Well,
there's so many great moms that are trying to be mom and dad to their kids. I know that they cannot be emotional.
Here comes the claps. Here comes the claps. This is that bullshit. Just like on Wendy Williams' show. This is what I'm trying to tell motherfuckers. If you know, I'm gonna be honest with you. When you speaking truth like this, you don't need to come on these type of motherfucking shows, man. You don't need to because there's no way in hell that you gonna win these people over. They're already convinced. They are convinced. Regardless of how fucking gay and how much simping this fucking pastor is doing, or father, or whatever the fuck he is doing, he's gonna coddle to them bitches. If you look in the audience, ain't nothing but bitches in that audience. One gay ass motherfucker right there in the front with his hands clapping and shit. But come on, man. Come on, man.
Well,
but they really are going out of their way to provide for their kids.
Look, it's one thing, as I say, a single mother is something different from a divorced mother. Single mother specifically refers to...
God damn! This is everything I've been saying. This is why I went crazy this morning. I woke the fuck up. I said, hold up. I got to talk to the people. I always have to fucking explain this shit. Well, what about the women who were married? That's a total different dynamic. Them women had a family. These bitches don't. These bitches got knocked up by their boyfriends. The baby is the residue of a failed fucking relationship. Every time she fails at boyfriend and girlfriend relationship, there's a baby in the aftermath. So it goes to show you that these women make horrible choices. So let's go back to what she said in the first few minutes. Maybe we should put these kids in adoption agencies. At least they'll be with a family, but I'm gonna let her cook.
To a woman who A, gets pregnant out of wedlock, and B, decides for narcissistic reasons, I'm going to keep this child for myself, because if she cares what's best for the child, she will give the child up for adoption. And that is a fact.
Okay. Listen, fam. Listen, fam. We're talking about women having babies out of wedlock. Divorcees and widows are not baby mamas, and they don't fall in this single mother category we're talking about. They're not the women who are celebrating the fact that I can do it on my own and all this bullshit. See, you gonna celebrate all the way until the point your kid go to jail or some shit like that. See, I'm gonna show you. These bitches gonna brag about how much love they got for their kids, but their kids ain't raised yet. Their kids ain't got to adulthood and actually did something yet. These kids are still in the kid stage. So yeah, okay, your kid doing okay in school. Your kid, you're dressing your kid nice. You take them out. You know that you take good pictures for Instagram. That's great. But let's talk this. Let's talk about single mothers who gotta raise teenagers. And raise teenagers through that rebellious stage where you got drugs, alcohol, peer influence, and sex. How many times we see, oh, I raised my baby, I taught you so much better than that, and yet still, your single mother ass raised another single mother, but a teen mom. My baby has straight A's and this, but she still got a wrong dick slid up in her by a nigga who sold Reggie weed with dreadlocks. Let's cook. Let's cook.
I think that's very judgmental. I think
It's a fact.
I think you're talking about maybe the Casey Anthonys of the world, you know, where there's all this neglect that we can all see. Obviously, the jury did not see it, but there's a lot of...
Now, this is the shit I don't like. I don't like when motherfuckers use the counterclaim of single mothers and say, oh, I'm going to take the most extreme worst single mother and say, so are you saying all single mothers are going to produce a Casey Anthony? No. Let's just talk about the regular, normal single mothers. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not going to talk about the extreme cases where you got single mothers beating their kids, raping, molesting them. No, that's extreme. That's rare. That's not common. I want to talk about the Keishas and the Tashas and the Tanishas and the Aishas and the Quishas and the Marquitas and all of them. I want to talk about them because that's the normal ones. What do they produce? They work. They go to work every day. Some of them in school. But all that time where they're away from their kid because they're just one person. What do their kids get into? Let's cook. Let's cook.
Controversy with mothers that are that way, that go out and party, that do this, that do that, and are not really responsible for their children. But a lot of single moms are being responsible with their children.
And yet...
Every time that you got to fucking stroke the ego of these motherfuckers. They are proud bitches with no husband. Look at these hoes in the audience. Let's get into this shit, man.
And yet the statistics still are, if you look at it from the end of the spectrum of who ends up in jail, who ends up a murderer, who ends up...
Hold on one second. There's a motherfucker in the comments talking about something. You can't side with a white supremacist and all of this shit. Fam, I didn't say I agree with everything that this woman says. We're just going to talk about this topic and her stance on this topic. See, that what you just said was just as emotional as when I come to single mothers, I tell them the truth about how fucked up this situation is, and they talk about my history, bitches I dated, or you've had sex before. No, but I don't have kids. They try to get into you and not the topic. Stay on course with the topic because she's not talking about black and white. She's talking about single mothers. This includes all races, okay? You niggas always get jaded by something that she may have said about a subject that has nothing to do with this. We'll cook on that. We can debate that other topic when it's time to. We're dealing with single mothers and what she says on this. I understand what she may have said about minorities and Muslims and shit like that. That's a great topic to have in another discussion. But see, when you're dealing with logical, mathematics, scientific thinkers, you disconnect yourself from how you feel. And what you just typed was how you feel. And we're not dealing with feelings. Because she's not talking about white supremacy right now. She's talking about single mothers and what's best for children overall. Let's cook.
Up a teenager on a way, who ends up getting pregnant out of wedlock herself, who ends up a rapist. About 70%, according to both the Village Voice and all these conservative pro-family groups, are going to be the children of single mothers. I mean, that is simply a fact. Now, imagine in America with...
Okay. Again, this motherfucker, I'm siding with white supremacy. That's that dumbass shit. That's that emotional shit. You know what I'm saying? She just made a valid fucking point. Let me go back one more time. The rapists, the murderers, the serial killers, who, for the most part, rears these motherfuckers. And any of you motherfuckers, feel free to call. My mods, put the fucking phone number in the chat for these motherfuckers to call in. You got it on your mind? Holla at me. Now, she's talking about the criminals in the prison system. Okay? Who raised them? Who raised them? Let's cook.
Upper rapist. About 70%, according to both the Village Voice and all these conservative pro-family groups, are going to be the children of single mothers. I mean, that is simply a fact. Now, imagine in America with 70%.
You don't have to like the facts. No one's asking you to like the facts. Hear these facts and do better. Hear these facts and avoid being a statistic. You shaking your head mad in your fifis ain't gonna change what's happening in reality, fam. Your feelings do not measure up to the truth. Reality and statistics show what these bitches are producing. This is another thing I gotta break out, man. When I listen to white folks who tell the truth, I know what black people gonna say. I know what they gonna say. That's why I say shit like, I wish Trump was fucking black. Because the shit he's saying makes so much goddamn sense. So much fucking sense. But you niggas ain't gonna see it because he's white. And he ain't even did nothing to a black motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? You niggas, man. You niggas. You gonna let this white supremacist shit destroy you to where you can't even think logically. Motherfucker can't even talk about any motherfucker. So we can talk about sports. You know what I'm saying? And a black motherfucker come in and start hating on Tom Brady because he's a conservative. And be like, fuck him. You know what I'm saying? He's conservative. He fuck with Trump. But a logical thing is like, hey man, it's the best fucking quarterback to ever play the fucking game. I don't give a fuck what he do in his personal life. This particular situation he comes in to do his job, he does that motherfucking job very fucking well. Oh, nigga, you siding with the white man. Okay, that's how you niggas think. That's how you niggas think. That's why, if you watch this shit from the beginning, I set the premise. This is why I hate having discussions with certain pro-black ass niggas. Because they don't know when to turn that shit the fuck off and hear the truth for what the fucking truth is. Niggas be pro-black all the way into the point where they have to go to the doctor's office and let a white person operate on them. Knock it off, nigga.
Fewer teenage runaways, fewer teenage murders, fewer teenage drug addicts, fewer teenage pregnancies. That's what single mothers have created. And like I say, if you want what's best for your child, if you are pregnant out of wedlock, either marry the father, and by the way, shotgun marriages used to work just fine, but we've gotten rid of the stigma of a woman having a child out of...
I talked about that shit too. Back in the days, the parents would not let you have no baby out of wedlock. Parents would force them kids to get married, if they liked it or not. You motherfuckers laid down and created life together, you gonna have a life together. Figure it out. Because you ain't bringing no bastards in this household. And motherfuckers had to make that shit work. And then back in the day, they used to put a sense of shame on women who had kids by men who they wasn't married to. They would take the kids and send them kids to a whole nother family within the family, let them get raised as nieces and shit like that. You know? I think it was the movie Jump the Broom. I think that was something like that, where the girl, the bride ain't find out that her auntie was her mother until she was about to get married. And peep that movie too, because her sister couldn't have kids. And her and her husband were well off, doing things the right way, strategic planners, and wanted a child badly. And when they took that child in, they took that child in as their own, loved it, reared that child, got them ready for adulthood and for success, and walk all the way to the point where they walk that child down the aisle with their husband. You let that shit resonate.
But the problem is, it's good to get rid of those stigmas because we would put people always in a box. You know, this is the way you have to be. This is the way it works out.
And
you know, this is not an ideal world. And you're talking about an ideal world. Oh, in an ideal world, by the way, everyone has a mom and dad. We're going back, you know, to the days of happy days. You know, most of our young people.
What the fuck is wrong with family? You know, motherfuckers put this label on, oh, I guess you one of those pro-family motherfuckers. Like, being pro-family is a bad thing. Loving your family is a bad thing. Where are we at in society where single motherhood is the norm and needs to be celebrated, and you're looked at like a radical terrorist for being pro-family and fighting for the rights of fathers to be in the household, fighting for the union of family for father, mother, kids in one home? That's crazy. You're looked at like you're crazy. If you push that agenda, you're crazy. Why? Because these women have these babies. And they can't be told the truth because it'll break them down mentally. It's not going to encourage or uplift. The truth ain't here to do that. The truth is just the truth. I don't give a fuck if I hear the truth from a white person, a Korean person, a fucking Indian person. Let me break another thing down to you niggas. You niggas are so pro-black with that dumb shit you talking that if you went to go see a white doctor and he told you you had cancer, you'd be like, I ain't believing this shit because it's coming from the white man. Fuck that. I don't got cancer. But you at the crib dying and shit like that. And then when a black person tells you that, yeah, he was right, you did have cancer, you siding with white supremacy. But you don't want to embrace the fact that, nigga, you got cancer. And if you would have listened to this white motherfucker when you went to him the first time, you could have saved yourself. You could have saved your lung. If it was a lady, you could have saved your breast. But you were so hard-headed and in denial, you got mad at the messenger and not the message. What you should have focused on was the fucking message. I got cancer. How do I deal with that shit? No, you were focused on, oh, it came from this white motherfucker, and I did my research on this motherfucker. He beat his girlfriend in college, and this motherfucker, he in one of them racist fraternities and shit. Fam, he didn't bring none of that shit to you when he did the motherfucking CAT scan on your titties and seen that you got fucking cancerous tissue in them shits and told you that your titties gonna have to get cut off. You ain't believe him. Now you gotta get your titties and your legs cut off. You know, I'm just giving you an example of how stupid these niggas sound in the motherfucking chat room. I could break these niggas down. They having an emotional argument. They worse than these hoes. Let's cook.
Kids turned out a lot better.
Well,
and they were given every advantage in life. Stigmas are good things. Look, we have a stigma against smokers.
Who are the single mothers of today?
Smoking is bad for you. But smoking is not as bad for you as being raised by a single mother. And yet, we do have stigmas, and they're good things. Stigmas against smoking, and yet smoking is not as bad for you as single motherhood. And there ought to be.
How do you come to that conclusion?
I've just cited the statistics over and over again.
One kills you. We know that smoking kills you.
One destroys a life.
You don't think smoking destroys lives?
Maybe when you're 70, you have an increased chance of getting lung cancer.
I'm sorry. There is a stigma on smoking. Yeah, but you don't want to put a stigma on single mothers. It's people who have survived the age 90 and they smoked. It's single mothers raising teenagers that don't make it past the block. The analogy was she cooked. I'm sorry.
You're talking about what happens to children when they are not raised with a mother and father. Basically, every women's magazine is talking about, single mothers by choice, where women go and get artificially inseminated because they decide, oh, my clock is ticking, I want to have a baby, I don't care if I found a man in time. That is narcissistic, it is selfish, and it is not taking the interests of the child at heart at all. And you don't hear that coming from anybody else, so I am the counterweight citing the facts on single motherhood. Sometimes it happens. I wish them the best, but...
A lot of people don't talk about this shit, man. The luck of a single mother. That construct has so many failures walking around I hate to keep talking about the black community, but let's just talk about communities in general. So many failures come from single mothers. But yet and still, they want to highlight the women who are lucky to raise a decent, respectable human being that's productive in society. To break to break that chain. You know? It's not a lot of another thing too. Single mothers raise single mothers and baby daddies. Because single mothers don't feel that there's nothing wrong with single motherhood. So if they son come home and got a chick pregnant, she's not forcing her son to be with that woman and make that family work. Same with her daughter. She's not doing that either. She's going to shelter and bring them in and say, it's okay. Let's cook.
And I can't imagine how much hate mail you've gotten from single mothers.
That's funny that you think I read my mail.
Oh, okay. I mean, I think that when you say things like that and you kind of make these blanket statements based on statistics, I say to myself, gosh, I know so many good single mothers, so many heroic single mothers. I just can't agree with you on that. I really can't.
I wish them the best in their particular circumstance, but for everyone to keep their lips zipped, that's why you end up with an illegitimacy rate that has gone through the roof and is harming children and is creating two separate classes in America.
She's certainly controversial, my friends. We're going to take a break. This is the new book, Demonic, by Ann Coulter. And even though I'm more hot under the collar now, we'll be back with Ann.
Yep. Now wait till we get to the audience.
Extreme parenting.
I want to prep them.
Giving alcohol to minors.
10 years old.
And letting her 16-year-old son have sex.
You provide condoms at home.
Now hold up. This is a commercial for another show. You got your 16-year-olds having sex in the crib. I can almost guarantee that these white women on this panel are fucking single mothers trying to raise a boy. Look at Eminem. Y'all want to talk white people? Look at Eminem. Let's just be real, fam. If it wasn't for rap music, what would Eminem be? And Eminem is real enough to tell you his mama ain't shit. She was a single mother. But let's be real. If Eminem wasn't shit as far as the rap shit, didn't do that. He did something else. He worked at a factory or something like that, whatever. What would he be? All the drugs and all that shit he was doing and all that shit. What would he be? He'd be one of them sons of anarchy ass white motherfuckers running around here smoking meth with the rest of these motherfuckers. Come on, fam. Come on, fam. Eminem raised by a single mother. And you don't hear white people celebrating white single mothers, and they don't give his mother no props. But when a black woman, regardless of how shitty of a parent she was, if her son had the tenacity to get himself into the $1 million category, she gonna get praise. Come on, man. Don't nobody ever tell Eminem, nigga, you came from a white woman. Why are you cussing at these women and this, and this? They let him cook because it's true. Let's go.
Have these parents gone too far?
Kids are going to do it.
Why do it at home? Why feed the fire?
On the next Father Albert.
I've never heard his father Albert too. They coming out with these new shows. It's crazy.
We're back with the always controversial Ann Coulter, and this audience wants to get in on this conversation.
My first question is for you. Do you have any children?
Boom! Stupid ass motherfucking rebuttal. Stupid ass fucking rebuttal. And this is what you're gonna get when you go at single mothers with truth. Stupid ass fucking rebuttals. I have to simplify it. I'm a doctor. I tell you got cancer. I tell you how bad smoking is. Do you smoke? Do you have cancer? That's what your rebuttal would be. If I tell you I don't smoke and I tell you how bad smoking is and how much cancer you could possibly get, you say, you don't know because you don't smoke. But I'm showing you that it can give you cancer, you gonna die. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna lose a lung. Do you smoke? So you don't know. That's what these bitches do. The stupidity of their argument is why it's almost impossible to even talk to them about this shit. And when I said this earlier, I like women who talk like Ann Coulter. I'm not saying I like a white supremacist or I like the fact that, she may not agree with black people, whatever. No, I like a person whose mind is logical and is not attached to what the social norm says they need to emotionally attach themselves with. I like people who can actually have the fucking discussion, whether or not it agrees with their people or what they normally would stand for. If it enlightens them, it enlightens them. But if you are gonna have a fucking debate and a discussion with a person like this, who's done the research, I suggest you come with some facts. Don't come talking about, oh, this the same white bitch that was on this, and this, and she dated JJ from Good Times. What in the absolute fuck does that have to do with her having a discussion about single mothers? So let's cook.
Not relevant to statistics.
Okay, because for me, I've seen.
Hold on, I like how she answered that too. Hold on, let's go back. Hold on, I like how she answered that too.
We're back with the always controversial Ann Coulter, and this audience wants to get in on this conversation.
My first question is for you. Do you have any children?
Not relevant to statistics.
Okay.
Woo! Woo! She could listen. It's so funny to watch this bitch grab the mic. Cause she grabbed the mic like she ready to cook. Oh, I'm about to fry this bitch. Do you have children? Not relevant to statistics. No hand claps from nobody in the audience. You noticed that nobody clapped for her, and she actually did the fucking research. She actually wrote a whole book about this shit, and ain't nobody gave this bitch a clap for shit. Hold up, man. Hold up, man. A motherfucker wrote a whole book on this shit. And they get one clap for the points they made. You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously. These motherfuckers ain't even like in the audience with a pen and pad taking notes. With a smartphone checking her facts. You know what I'm saying? Like, hold up. You said this. 70%, but you know what I'm saying? And got something to counter that. But they say this on this, you know what I'm saying? Don't got nothing like that. Grab the mic. First question, do you have kids? Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Listen, man, I'm gonna tell you something, man. I'm gonna tell you niggas something, man. If you, all you niggas in this hotel niggas in this shit, man. All you niggas, you hotel niggas in this shit. If y'all wanna have an argument with white people, get yourself prepared, man. Get yourself prepared, fam. Listen, don't just jump in that shit, man. You need to prepare yourself to have an argument with white people. I'm gonna be real with you, man. Be prepared. Just prepare. I'm not just prepare. I'm not saying who gonna win or who gonna lose. Just prepare, fam. Cause this is a bad look. Bad look. God damn. This video is 14 minutes. I'm on 6 minutes. This is non-stop. Just every fucking sentence this lady's saying is on point. Fuck.
Okay, because for me, I've seen, not only my family, I have a ton of friends who are single mothers, and the way they raise their children, they give them the most love than even two parents can give them. I'm raising a family with two parents, and you know, you don't know what it's like sometimes to have two parents. Sometimes, some people, it's worse to have two parents. I agree. You'd rather have just one parent who gives you all that love than two parents who are constantly arguing.
Hold on, this nigga say, have you ever had cancer, Jap? Hey, man, y'all throwing me off, man. Y'all too funny, man. Stop that shit, man. Stop, man. Stop, man. Y'all funny as hell, man. Stop, nigga.
Who they've been together for years and they're miserable, and you can't speak for everybody. You're speaking about statistics. Right. You have to live it in order to understand it.
Bullshit. I don't have to get shot to know that shit hurts. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? Why don't people get these rebuttals, man? You have to live it to understand. What? How many single mothers out here living in the struggle? I don't want to be struggling. I don't want to understand that shit. These hoes broke. So I gotta be broke to understand what being broke is. No thanks, dumbass.
Not just by statistics.
And sometimes Derek Jeter strikes out. And yet, he's still a great baseball player because we look at overall how many times at bats, how many times a home run. When you have 70% of the children in juvenile delinquent institutions coming from single-parent homes.
70% of the children who are in juvenile detention centers come from single-family homes. Think about the sentence that she said. She didn't say 70% of kids are going to end up in juvenile institutions. That's what emotional motherfuckers will do. They just say, what you mean 70% of it? You didn't even listen to the bitch. Listen to the bitch, man. Hashtag listen to the bitch, man.
Yes, I'm sure some single mothers do a terrific job, and I'm sure there are some two parents who do a terrible job. And yet the statistics are the statistics.
End of story. Now, you know, look at Keisha. She got her hair whipped. She can't wait to grab the mic.
And we have more from the audience.
Oh, here come the white
You
girl.
keep saying, you know, statistics, but anybody can make up a statistic.
That's why there's so many of them, from both the left and from the right, and for 30 years
Where do you
now.
think it's okay to say all this?
Okay,
I mean,
you know what? You may as well stand
My mother
up.
was a single mom, and I'm getting like emotional.
That's fine.
Now, here come the emotions. The tears. This is going to make her right.
You're saying what you feel.
I can't talk now.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, you may as well stand up and say, I'm a smoker and I'm very upset about the smoking statistics, and don't you tell me about lung cancer. The statistics are the
Please be
statistics.
nice. She's talking about something important to her.
So is smoking, and people dying of smoking, and so is people being raised by single mothers.
I don't understand.
Standing up and saying, I'm a single mother and you can't say that is not an argument.
Bingo! Bingo, nigga! Just because you're a single mother that is not a rebuttal to the argument, man. God damn! God damn! Now, you motherfuckers have two different methods of conveying the same message. You got Minister Jap, I cuss at you niggas. I smack you. Then you got the white woman. Sits there and hits you with facts, statistic data. You can make your choice on who you choose to believe. But I just know for a fact that a lot of motherfucking niggas don't believe shit until a white motherfucker stamps the shit. I woke up, a motherfucker sent me a video of a white motherfucker stamping my shit. Bam! I never paid attention to this lady like this to today. I'm binge watching her shit. God damn! Let me play it one more time. Let me just play that one more time. I gotta play it one more time.
Smoking, and so is people being raised by single mothers.
I don't understand.
Standing up and saying, I'm a single mother and you can't say that is not an argument.
I'm a single mother and you can't say that. That's not a fucking...
Tell her about your mom.
I didn't say that I was a single mother. I come from a single family.
Okay,
I'm not a
came from a
rapist. I'm not a murderer.
Don't yell at me about what the smoking statistics are.
We're not talking about smoking, lady. We're talking about single parents. We're talking about something far more important than smoking, I feel.
Yes, as I said, it's more damaging to a child.
So for you to even put those two together...
See, I piss a lot of people off when I'm out and they had a conversation because I sit back with the Brother Malcolm's on. And I sit back and I'm calm. I'm calm. I had a bitch one time, she said, what she say to me? I ain't no baby mama. What's a baby mama? You're asking me what's a baby mama? Yes! Baby mama is, I'm talking calm. Baby mama is a woman who has a child by a man who's not married to. What? First of all, so what you supposed to do if a man cheating on you? You just asked me what is a baby mama. You're not a wife. A baby mama is not a wife, but she has kids. It's a baby mama. Never was a wife. Probably not gonna be a wife. That monotone tone sets they ass off. Woo! Sets they ass off. I'm everything. Nigga, you gay, you ain't shit, this. I'm cooking your ass. And I'm not mad. I ain't raising my voice. I ain't doing nothing. I'm sitting back cooking your ass. And I stop talking and you keep trying to get more out of me. You want to be cooked.
Together is ridiculous. I know you're saying this stuff, but do you think about it before you say it?
No, just shoot off at the mouth.
Now, everybody in this audience is stupid as fuck. And let me tell you why. This bitch just said, do you think about the shit that you just say? Do you just throw it out? This person on this show was invited because they wrote a book. So obviously, they think before they write, talk, and they even do the research before putting it out, and they cite their sources of where they got the information. I don't know, fam, but that sounds like a thinker to me. And I'm going to be honest with you. Most of my stance on a lot of shit, most people will call me a chauvinist. I don't tend to side with women because they're emotional as fuck. But when I see some shit like this, well, a woman gets this shit, I gotta be real. All that macho, male chauvinist shit, I got to put to the side and hear a motherfucker out. I don't give a fuck if she got a coochie. The same way you shouldn't give a fuck if she white. If she telling the fucking truth, hear the fucking truth for what it is, nigga.
It's a chapter of my last book. It has the studies there if you're interested. It is study after study. No, I'm just shooting off the top of my head what comes into my mind.
Actually, I'm a minor.
Now, I just had to check myself. Because I was about to say, you a minor. You don't know shit. But see, that'll be the same argument a motherfucker would say, you ain't a father, you don't know shit. So I'm going to hold that, right? And I'm going to let the minor attempt to cook. And because, let's be fair, you could be a minor, you could be an adult. If you're speaking truth, it's truth. If a child 9 years old tells me that crack kills and people who do crack can go to jail, I can't tell that 9-year-old, you a minor, what you know about this shit? I'm gonna allow the minor to speak.
And I come from a single family, single mother, okay? And I was raised really well. I'm doing really well. I'm going to school. I'm doing what I need to do to make it in life. And I'm pretty sure I'll probably be making more money than you.
You're pretty sure that you'll be making more money than her. What the fuck does your salary have to do with the topic? What the fuck does your potential salary have to do with the topic? You want to throw insults because you don't have a valid fucking point to combat a person who's done the research and who's up on the panel with the stats to back their claim. Listen to this shit. Really dissect these people, fam. Because this is the people who are having children.
Actually, I'm a minor, and I come from a single family, single mother.
Now, hold on. Let me stop something real quick. Who the fuck asked her age? Who the fuck asked this little bitch her age? Did anybody ask this little bitch her age? I'm just curious. Hold on, let me see.
If you're interested, it is study after study. No, I'm just shooting off the top of my head what comes into my mind.
Actually, I'm a minor, and
no one asked this little bitch her age. You know, this is just as stupid as when you're having a debate and a gay person comes in an argument and say, actually, I'm a gay male, and I can tell you from... Whoa! This topic ain't about gays. Nobody gives a fuck about what you're doing with your dick in your booty hole, my nigga. The fuck you coming around here wearing that shit like a badge of honor? Nigga, ain't nobody asking you this shit. You volunteering information that has no relevance to the discussion. But you know you're gonna be making more money. With this train of thought, bitch, you gonna be working at Burger King.
I come from a single family, single mother, okay? And I was raised really well. I'm doing really well.
I need to break something down too. How the fuck is there how the fuck do you use the term single family? Ain't that an oxymoron? Single family. Ain't that oxymoron? I don't know. Like, That shit, I just caught that. How the fuck can you be? Oh God, it's just too fucking easy.
I'm going to school. I'm doing what I need to do to make it in life, and I'm pretty sure I'll probably be making more money than you, only because I'm not just famous for stating a horrible opinion.
I am going to make more money than you because I'm not famous for stating a horrible opinion. This bitch wrote a book. She's an author. She was invited to this show. You signed up to get free tickets to come to this show. You know what I'm saying? The shit these bitches say is so fucking dumb, fam. So fucking dumb. God, this was stupid as hell. This was stupid. Now, you say you're going to make more money. What does this have to do with the statistics? And she backed her opinion with facts. What facts do you have that you're going to make more money than her? You don't even know how much money she makes. Because you haven't done any research. You just firing off at what sounds good to you so you don't feel hurt with this truth.
Not a statistic.
Look, the point is not what has happened to children who have been raised by single mothers already. Wish you the best. The point is to influence choices going forward.
But
now,
Ann, are you serious about this? Because everyone here is outraged in this audience. I mean,
come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. What did she say that was wrong?
You are citing statistics. I know that they're credible.
If you know the statistics are credible, and she's citing statistics, and you being the host of the show, you're a little bit more studied in statistics and shit like that because you're on fucking Fox and you got your own fucking show, and they pretty much screened you, so you're pretty knowledgeable on worldly events and shit like that. I will answer your call when I'm done cooking. Now, motherfuckers, you gonna get your call answered? Sit back, enjoy the show. Now, goddamn, see that dumb shit throw me off, man. Let's just play the video.
But what we're hearing here is you've kind of focused this approach, you know, anti-single mothers. Do you really believe all of that stuff?
who's the Christian here, Father?
Whoa! Who's the Christian, Father? Who's the Christian? Facts.
I care about the children. I care about how they are raised. And for you to be encouraging women to have children out of wedlock and discouraging them from being sent and to a nice adoptive home.
Okay, hold on.
I find
There's always one. There's always one. This is the one we've been waiting for. This is the one we've been waiting for. Let's let Keisha cook. Come on, Keisha.
First of all, you are nobody to pass judgment because half of us didn't even know who you were until today.
Whoa! What the fuck does that have to do with the motherfucking argument? Apparently, the motherfuckers at Fox knew who the fuck she was, and your dumbass came on the show to see her. So how are you gonna complain about the talent that they bring on the show when, bitch, you was not forced to come on the show? These arguments of these single mothers, get them cooked, fried, deep fried. Where's the Lori seasoned salt? Come on, Quisha.
Second, I am a single mother. And I am a great parent.
I hate hearing that shit. I'm a single mother and I am a great parent. Says you. Who else is saying that shit? Who else is saying that shit? I want to talk to your baby daddy. Is he going to tell me you out here chasing dicks and cheap liquor? I'm pretty sure if you bring your kid in the room, you say, Tasha, am I a good mother to you? Yes. Okay. Let's talk to your kids when they 30. They can say, man, my mama ain't shit. Stay chasing dicks and cheap liquor. Fuck out of here.
A business. I go to school full time. My daughter is smart. She is happy. I'm a mother and a father. And I am great.
I am a mother and a father. No, you're not. That's not a fact. You're not a fucking father. That child has a father. The father stuck his dick in you and shot a load. That's the child's father. Why do y'all embarrass yourselves? Why do y'all embarrass yourselves? You go to school, so the fuck what? Did you go to school to learn how to be a family? Did they teach you how to marry before you carry in that school? No. You was a young, hot thot and got your ass popped. Let's cook.
Parents, we should be questioning how well-adjusted you are.
Woo! Yeah, you got it.
First of all, I agree with what the girl just said, and I'm a single mother as well. I have a 15-year-old daughter.
We can talk to Ann without the personal attacks, right? I think.
Okay, now he's trying to mediate. Okay, I can respect that. Get your mediate game on.
We need to be balanced here and not take it from one extreme to the other, because then, you know, we're blaming her for doing something that now we're doing ourselves, and we're going back and forth. And perhaps part of the problem we have in our society today is we can't debate and talk to people who think differently than we do. And that's part of the issue here. Yes.
Okay, with that said, I am a single-year-old daughter, private school, ever since she was in the kindergarten. I hold it down, no welfare, no nothing.
What I hate is when we take the argument about single motherhood, and this is a general argument, and you all try to individualize your situation as if that's the norm. Fam, it's not normal for most kids to be in private school, even with a two-parent household. That's not normal. That's why it's a fucking private school. Just because you break the cycle doesn't mean that there's not a norm. There's not a fucking social norm. If that was the case, then you would have to say Oprah Winfrey is the normal black woman, because most black women are going to be billionaires. That's what you motherfuckers do every time you individualize this fucking argument in the statistics. You start naming your personal highlights and credentials. No, let's take a ride through Inglewood, Chicago. And you tell me, are these fucking women married and sending their kids to private schools and raising the best fucking human beings on earth? Let's cook.
Work full-time. She goes to school full-time. She wants to go to Harvard, distinguished honor roll. I mean, so is that directed towards me being
Of course it's not fucking directed towards you, you fucking idiot. You just wanted to get up there and offend yourself. If it don't apply, bitch, let it fly. And that's what I'm tired of, fam. I'm tired of these hoes doing that shit.
a single mother as well? I come from a two-parent family myself, but I do very well with my child. No help, just me, and I do own a business as well.
And the father was totally absent.
What father?
See, Ann, this is my issue, and I think that we've talked about this during the break. I was asking you, what about all these absent dads? Do you ever say anything about them?
I think I've answered that. We don't have a society and a culture that celebrates them and encourages fathers to leave the women they have impregnated. When you start having movies and glamour magazines...
She finally got a clap. God damn.
And the court system glamorizing deadbeat dads, but in fact, we call them deadbeat dads. And
When
I
you
wish
start-
single mothers all the luck in the world.
That's the only thing you're going to be able to do with a single mother. Good luck. Let's break that statement down. Luck. You know, playing the lottery and going to the casino for your retirement plan is a gamble. That's a gamble. And if you win, it wouldn't be smart for you to tell everybody to do what you did because you won $1 million taking a gamble, because you could have lost. You could have lost everything. But just because you won, you're going to say gambling is a good thing. Single mothers make it off of dumb luck. This is a fucking gamble. If they were great planners, then they wouldn't be single mothers. Because it's planned out. Let's go back to the beginning. She was talking about single mothers giving their kids up for adoption. These families are already in place. They have homes. They got 2 good incomes. They want a child to bring up in love. For some reason, they can't do it. They want this kid. It's not going to be dumb luck if this kid is raised right. I wish you luck. Single mothers should really be offended by that people think like that, and y'all should do what's necessary to change the narrative. But you're not. You're just gonna get emotional. I see y'all. I'm gonna set the phones back up because I didn't know I was gonna talk for 2 hours. I didn't think it was gonna be like that.
Very helpful having you all stand up and insult me. You are proving to me that you are fantastic mothers.
Okay, A, I don't know where you're getting your statistics.
I don't know where you're getting your statistics.
B, I think if you're not the one carrying that child for 9 months and feeling that baby kick inside you, you know, it's easy for you to say when you're not that person carrying that baby. And C, my mom was a...
What does carrying the baby and feeling the kick in the stomach have to do about... Yes, I'm taking callers. I'm gonna start the callers back over because I done ran the time out, so I gotta start a whole new session. But we gonna take callers. Cause I got a whole nother video. I got a whole nother video of her going in. But feeling the baby kick in your stomach, it's not a fucking argument. That's not an argument. You know? Matter of fact, let's set it up now. Let me set up a new session for the calls. Because we winding down to the end of this video, and then I'm going to play the second.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
Okay, let's see. Put this thing together. Motherfuckers in the call queue, man. I'm sorry, man. This shit just it's too easy. It's too easy. Motherfuckers like, all you talk about is single mothers. All you talk about is single mothers. But shit, man. This topic right here, man. Having these motherfuckers. When you hear, it's so many levels of this shit, man. It's so many levels of this shit. Y'all getting cooked. Y'all let this white bitch cook y'all. Y'all hoes let this white bitch cook y'all. How y'all, man, y'all ain't shit. Y'all mad at me and y'all done let the white bitch cook y'all. got cooked by the white bitch. Y'all talked all that shit and got cooked by the white bitch. Y'all ain't shit. Y'all let the white bitch cook y'all.
Start your show now. Press 1 to hear important instructions.
Your show is scheduled to start in 30 seconds.
All right, man. That shit funny. I got the calls back up, man. We got another 2 hours. All right, let's go, man.
Single mom. I never met my dad. He went bye-bye. Never met him. She raised me. She was the mom. She was the dad. I never wanted for anything.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
I never
Hold
wanted
on.
anything. She gave me.
Hold on.
My mom was a single mom. I never met my dad. I don't know where you're getting your statistics. B, I think if you're not the one carrying that child for 9 months and feeling that baby kick inside you, you know, it's easy for you to say when you're not that person carrying that baby. And C, my mom was a single mom. I never met my dad. He went bye-bye. Never met him. She raised me. She was the mom. She was the dad. I never wanted for anything. She gave me everything I had. I am 36 years old. I have a family of my own now. I have a 12-year-old, and I'm back in school now. I'm very successful, so I really don't know where you're getting this.
I just don't know how you expect me to answer when I have a full chapter of this book with every footnote.
You say, I don't know where you're getting this. Bitch, she did the fucking research. Read the book. See? God. Oh, this shit funny, man. Oh, man, this shit funny, man. This shit funny, man.
I'm telling you where I got it. You want to know where I got it? You can look up the studies. You can stand up, find your own study, but there isn't one.
Okay, I want to thank you, Ann, for being with us. I know that everything that has gone on here is very controversial. We're listening to different opinions, and obviously Ann's new book is demonic, controversial too, once again. And we want to thank you for being here with us and taking the time to be on Father Albert today.
Yep.
And now, my friends,
Woo! All right, man. So I need to know, man. I need to know. Because I want to hear from these pro-black motherfuckers. You know, I want to hear from all these motherfuckers. Is this cooning? This cooning? So I'm a white supremacist now. Because Ann Coulter cooked a topic that I agree with. You the same niggas that listen to Eminem and you tell me that Eminem the greatest rapper of all time. You tell me take race out of it. Listen to his lyrics, take race out of it. Okay. I can tell you that he can rap, but fuck him. This is a good song, but fuck him. That's how I deal with arguments. Let's get into this motherfucking conversation. Hear from you motherfuckers. Yo, what up? Who we got from the 404, man? Yo, who this? 404.
Hello.
Yo, who this?
Hey, what's up?
Talk into the phone, man.
Ayana. This Ayana.
What's up? Y'all talking to the phone. We can't hear you.
I am talking into the phone. Can you hear me?
All right, let's get it.
How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. What's going on?
Nothing. I totally agree with everything you're saying and with everything she's saying. Like, I'm pro-black too. I'm with the pro-black, but it don't matter because at the end of the day, if you pro-black, then you understand what she's talking about. If you pro-black and you're really for family, regardless if she white or not, you still understand that you still need a father in the household. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, man. And this one was, I brought this one up because I'm like, I know it's going to be a bunch of motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, that jump in these motherfucking comments talking all that shit about, you know, oh, this is white supremacy, this and this is tap dancing. Fam, she cooked the shit out of these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Right. And it was just, I just sat here and I've been saying this shit, but if I went up there, it'd have been like, it's a black nigga, he's cussing, he's saying this and this and that. So all right, let's let the white lady talk. And if the white lady's saying the same thing that I'm saying with my black ass, then why the fuck ain't nobody believing what the fuck I'm saying? They just want to sit here and argue. That's why I don't like to argue with motherfuckers. When I be out in public, these hoes want to run up and have these debates and talk all this shit. And you don't know what fuck. You don't even have kids. And a woman shouldn't even want to fuck with you. Get the fuck out of here. Women fuck with me. And I don't have kids. And I'm not having kids by any of this random fucking woman. It's going to be a fucking wife and we're going to fucking have a family. Not no blended family. Not no baby daddy, baby mama shit. A real fucking family. And people look at it like, oh, that's crazy. That's some, you living in the past. That's the way. No. You niggas are living in today's time where shit is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? You got niggas out here raising other niggas' kids. You got hoes out here getting into it with niggas' baby mamas and shit like that. My wife ain't gonna have to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to deal with that shit either. I don't want to sit down with her baby father. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I totally get what you're saying, Jab. And then not only that, like, I'm 27. I have no kids. But then again, I'm not married either. You feel me? Okay. So, like I was saying in the comment section, I was raised by my daddy. My daddy was a single father. Shout out to that 4 brother. Kids, 3 girls. 3 girls. He just passed in November or whatever. Sorry with 3 girls, sent us off to college, and my 16-year-old brother. You get what I'm saying? So like, and this is all I'm gonna say. As far as my daddy being a single father, I seen how hard it was for him just being a man and being a single parent. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Taking care of 4 kids. So I don't care what you say or, oh, I'm a single mom, I can do it by myself. Or even if you make $100,000 a year and you a single mother, at the end of the day, it does not equal up to having 2 parents in the household. Just off of logic alone, 2 incomes is better than 1. So if you making $100,000 a year, you might be paying bills, you might be taking care of your kids, sending them off to school or whatever. But let's say even if you have another man in the household and he makes $50,000 a year, that's better. Yeah, I mean, or like at least you have another parent in the household, that's better. You can save up for your kids, send them to college and all that. You get exactly. That's why I ask a lot of these single mothers. They do all this elaborate shit for Instagram likes and Facebook and all this shit and all this bullshit. Oh yeah. But where are the kids' college funds? And they don't have it. They don't have it because they were still tricking on themselves, lusting for weave, lusting for trips, and lusting for bags and all this shit. And if their kids go to college and they put themselves through college, they gonna take the credit for it. Right. And then a lot of those single parent households and kids, they will say, "But I sent my child to college. But your child coming out of college with $60,000 debt." So you got to look at it like, I don't know. I totally feel where you're coming from. I totally feel it. Like, man, I appreciate you calling, man. It's some bullshit. But this shit was like, I honestly, I woke up about 6 this morning. I was checking my shit because I don't know. Ever since I stopped drinking, I've been fucking with this coffee. So my sleeping has just been crazy. Like 4 hours of sleep feel like 8 hours to me for some reason. So I just be up and just moving around. I was watching this shit. I'm like, this lady is fucking cooking. Now, so I was like, right. And regardless of what she say or what she has said in the past, at that very moment what she's speaking was the God honest truth. Because I'm gonna say this, I'm pro-black all the way. The Israelite shit, all that, I believe in all that shit, but at the end of the day, facts still stand. Facts still stand, regardless if it's a white motherfucker saying it or black or whoever. It's still the truth. You need 2 parents in the household. I don't care what you say, and that's exactly why I do not have kids now. I want to wait till I'm married. I need to get myself established. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. But at the end of the day, you need 2 parents. I don't care that the pro-black shit. Oh, she white. She can't talk about this. Her ancestors did this. Yeah, okay, all that's true. But at the end of the day, the facts still stand. You need a man in the house. The man is the foundation of the family. And a lot of people, it's like they don't want to understand that. Just like I said, I have mentioned it in the comment section. Father's Day was not glorified yesterday. I'm talking about my Facebook was lit up for Mother's Day. Lit up. I ain't seen no post. The only post I saw was shout out to the dads who are taking care of their kids, or just some bullshit instead of just saying happy Father's Day.
It was shade. It was a lot of shade being thrown.
It was shade. It was all shade, and that's bullshit. I even went to Walmart because my dad passed away, so I was trying to find a shirt talking from the child standpoint, like great dad. I have a great dad. I love my dad and all that. I ain't even see none of that shit. I ain't see none of that shit. That shit Mother's Day. Single mothers are glorified in America. It's glorified. You get what I'm saying? And the fathers are put down. Mm-hmm. The fathers are put down, like, or they don't glorify it as much. You got discounts on Mother's Day. You go to JCPenney, get a stupid discount. You don't see none of that shit for Father's Day.
This is what, and let me break something down to you real quick. Mother's Day comes around, everything is just Mother's Day. Father's Day comes around, all the promotions are dads and grads. Mm-hmm. So they got to combine Father's Day with kids' graduations and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's not just, we're doing Father's Day. See, this is the time of the year where kids graduate school. So they look at it like, okay, Father's Day ain't gonna really be a booming thing like that. So we're gonna make all the promotions for Walmart and shit like that dads and grads. You know what I'm saying? Because you can stretch graduation out for a whole month of promotions. You know what I'm saying? But Father's Day has to be combined with something else for people to get into the stores. You know, it's not, you can't, they're not going to just sell just straight Father's Day shit and just say, we're doing a Father's Day weekend promotion. That's it, Father's Day. Motherfuckers aren't going to show up, but dads and grads promotion to come get your kids back to school shit and blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Because they know that people don't fucking respect the fathers like that. Go ahead.
Right. I feel what you're saying. And like, what I was saying, but I definitely appreciate your channel regardless, and I can respect the fact that you say, I'm not pro-black or whatever. I can still respect that being a pro-black.
No, I'm pro-black. I'm black first, but I'm real. I'm real. I'm not one of these radicals. I'm not no revolutionary and all that shit. I'm not going to tell you to go try to fight the white man with your one assault rifle and think that you're going to do damage. I'm telling you to go fight him by infiltrating his system and taking all this information and use it for the benefit of your people. That's why niggas look at me like, how you gonna tell black people to go be cops? Why? Because we need black fucking cops in our neighborhoods, because you niggas keep turning down them jobs and looking at the job like it's a fucked up job, and all the white people are taking them jobs, getting them pensions, putting their kids through colleges and all that shit, and protecting their own neighborhoods and bullshitting with the protection in ours. So that's my stance on this shit. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at when I look at people like Dr. Ben Carson, right? Now, I understand Dr. Ben Carson says some bullshit at times, but I do see the brilliance in the fact that, dude, the man infiltrated the system and shit like that. He may not be on accord with what the fuck your agenda is, but it's up to you to get on that man's level. That man got a whole lot of degrees. He's smart. And he branded himself to where he put himself in a position to where he can agree whatever the fuck he won't agree with, because he's on that level. If you disagree with that man, get yourself to that level to where you can match wits with him. That's all I'm saying. That's how I tell people.
And regardless, I don't care how you try to put it or how anybody tries to put it, or whoever. Black power first is money. That's where it is. It's money. So if you gotta survive in this country to where you gotta get money, you gotta get them degrees. It's about surviving where you are. Right now we in America. We not back in Africa. We might come from Africa or whatnot, but right now we in America. So you definitely have to just get in, get in where you fit in as far as it's money. Like it
makes no sense to sit around here whining and talking about we need solutions, we need to build and shit like that. And all of these motherfuckers, these revolutionaries, these black power cartel ass niggas and all this shit, they still accept your white money. And what I mean by white money is
a lot of them pro-black motherfuckers, and a lot of them pro-black motherfuckers be single moms themselves,
and they on public
like
assistance.
Fathers that's not taking care of their kids. Like
I'm gonna be real. I met a lot of them Morris Science Temple of America niggas. They got food stamps. Yeah. They on Section 8. They doing all that same shit too. So see, that's what I'm saying, man. You can't pick and choose what white shit you want to accept and what you don't want to accept. Because most of these niggas talking all that pro-black shit, they got iPhones in their hand. And last time I checked, Steve Jobs was not a motherfucking African American. You know what I'm saying? So if you're going to really fight this shit, like I say, real black power, Beats by Dre. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z. You know, Oprah, OWN network. Niggas run Oprah name down to the dirt. And Oprah got her own network called OWN. Oprah Winfrey Network. Right. That's powerful. Powerful.
That's power.
The shit say OWN. She own it. It is her name. That's cold as hell. Right. You can't tell me that shit ain't raw.
Right.
But niggas will drag her ass. They'll drag her ass. Call her a coon. But broke niggas keeping it real though. Okay, my nigga.
And y'all really gotta realize that the exception of a good child being raised up, fitting into society, going off to school, and doing their thing, that's an exception when it comes to single mothers. You get what I'm saying? That's an exception. That's not an everyday occurrence where motherfuckers is just doing that, especially in the hood. It's an exception. That's why I say Tupac was an exception. You get what I'm saying? Even him, I do believe mothers do produce emotional men.
Yeah.
They produce single mothers can produce emotional or irrational. I say irrational men.
A lot of his mistakes, came from all that emotional shit. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't have a father he could call.
Shooting back at the police.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't have a father that he could call to tell him, fam, that's not the move. You're making millions right now. Why are you trying to shoot and spit at the police and shit like that? Why
a lot of his emotional decisions. And a lot of people fail to realize that Tupac was a real man at the end of the day. But he did do a lot of emotional shit. And I mean, he was raised by a single mother. That's why I'm saying that shit is an exception, man. When the father will produce logic in the child, logical thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Mothers or women, period. I'm not gonna say no, women don't think logical, but at the same time, like a man is nearly always logical with shit. So if you a single mother and you raising up a man or you raising up a child, period, a lot of his decisions might be forced on emotion or irrational thinking, because that might be that is who a woman is. A woman is a very emotional person. That's how God created her, versus a man being logical. We got to start raising logical kids. That's all I'm saying. But Jap, I donated. I did not donate to PayPal. I donated to the GoFundMe because of PayPal shit. I tried to put it in the link and all that, but it was kind of confusing. But
I appreciate it either way, man. We trying to grow, man. I definitely appreciate that.
Yeah, some stuff you say, I don't agree with. But a lot of the stuff you say, the majority of it,
call
I say about
in,
97%.
Call in. We can cook. We can debate. You know what I'm saying? And let's get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, sister.
The last one I was like, yeah, I don't know if I really agree with that one. The one where you were saying,
which one?
Living at home with your parents. I got what you were saying, but
hold on. What I didn't say living at your, okay. It's a difference between I'm going to stay with my parents because I'm stacking to buy a house and this and that. No. I'm talking about grown ass motherfuckers in their 30s living with their parents, dating, traveling, taking a vacation like they deserve it. You know what I'm saying? And what else? Yeah. What else? And clubbing heavy. You cannot tell me, I'm taking a step back so I can do this. No. You could have got out your people's crib within 2-3 months if you would have stopped saving for trips and saving for that. We gotta watch that show again, man, because I know a lot of motherfuckers who do that shit and blame this shit. Then there's motherfuckers out here talking about I stay with my parents because she's sick and my mama's sick and all that shit. That's bullshit. Cause your ass is out in the streets all the time. So when the fuck you find time to take care of your people? Don't use that shit as an excuse to go over there and get free rent. So take a look at that show. I know what you're saying because there's other coaches who keep their kids in the house for, and then they set them up for adulthood. That's different, but it's a lot of motherfuckers that's taking advantage being bums in their mama house, but still out here dating. When you living in your mama house and you in your 30s, you need to humble yourself and stop kicking it and get on your shit. Because if you came
definitely humble yourself, and part of humbling yourself is not going out to the club every weekend, spending money on it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
don't get caught up in the titles. I'm gonna use wild ass titles to bring you in, but watch the show so you can see what we're really talking about. I appreciate you calling though, sis.
All right, you have a good one.
All right. Who we got from the 302?
What up, Minister Jap?
What's going on, fam?
Hey, ain't nothing. This your boy, Mr. Redskins from the Cat Strip chat. Oh, man, you were really cooking this morning, bro.
Oh, man, really appreciate it, man. How you feel about this topic, bro?
Bro, Sister Ann, she cooking. That bitch, she's cold. She is cold. I'm a correctional counselor here in the state where I reside. So I'm 10 toes down in the prison every day. I'm on vacation right now. Okay. But 10 toes down every day. So when she's coming...
And hold on. Salute to you for having a job. Because I'm going to tell niggas this. Because niggas be talking that, oh, you in the prisoner system and you cooning for the white man and all that shit. That's bullshit. Because we got to have brothers in there who going to give equal treatment to them brothers that's incarcerated. You know what I'm saying? So they're not just getting beat up and wailed on by white motherfuckers. And yes, I do understand that there are black people in there who doing wrong. But we still got to have some black brothers in there who actually give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So fuck that shit.
I'm the spook that sat by the door. Awesome movie. You know, that was based out of Chicago, too, but that was a great movie. So I always tell the brothers, hey, I'm the spook that sat by the door. I'm just trying to help y'all get up out of here. But I'm catching it both ways. I'm catching it from the administration because they don't want me there. They want me on the other side. And I'm catching it from the brothers because they looking like, oh, you a coon, you Uncle Tom, yada, 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 whoop, whoop, whoop. And I'm looking at them like, but you in here sleeping with a bunch of niggas. But go figure.
But you in here because a lot of you in there because you earned it. You worked hard. You worked hard to get in here. You worked hard to get in here, my nigga. Definitely. You need to work even harder to get out. But let's cook, man.
Bro, let's use some of the statistics. We also have a program where we have juvenile offenders that are locked up at an adult facility, at my facility. Out of the 25 juveniles that we have, 23 are black teenage boys. Of the 23 out of 23 come from single mothers.
100%.
23 out of 23. 100%. And out of the brothers that I deal with that are on my caseload, 100% don't have fathers. So that woman is speaking the truth. She's dealing with statistics. I deal with statistics. I'm 10 toes deep in it. She's speaking the truth, bro.
That's
crazy.
And
it's sad because I had these conversations with women. I'm out here. I'm in a dating world like you. And we had these conversations that come up. And I'm like, man, I believe in a strong family, nuclear family system. And they looking at me like I'm crazy. Like, no.
That's because it's harder to have a family. It's easier to be a single parent, or to end up a single parent, not to be one, to actually do it. But it's easier to end up a single parent. And that's probably the more likelihood that's going to happen. So to not put any shame on the fact that they are single mothers or going to be single mothers, they rather say, you know, what kind of times are you living in? You know, people don't have those type of families no more. You know, you need to get with the times. You may not love the person you have a baby with. Fuck is wrong with you?
That's scary. You know what's scary, good brother? It's sisters that are they're educated, they're single, they don't have any kids, and they're talking like that with the same talking points as a single mother. And I'm like, wow, this is scary. Like, this is the Twilight Zone out here.
Yeah, I mean, it's plenty of women out here with their master's degrees and I got this and this and this and this, but you're a fucking single mother though. So where's all the intelligence at? Where was all the intelligence when you decide to go to term with this nigga's baby and you know he ain't shit? Where the fuck was your intelligence then? But don't come flaunting your intelligence to me, you know what I'm saying? Because, oh, you have a master's degree and I don't. Oh, you work for this white man's job and I don't. Let me tell you something. Most of you motherfuckers are in debt. So regardless if you fucking make $90,000 to $100,000, you still live like a bitch that's worth $40,000. You're struggling regardless. You know what I'm saying?
So, brother, you cooking, because I had a conversation last night. I have my bachelor's degree as well, and the young lady I was talking to has a PhD.
Okay.
I went to college for free for football. I had a football scholarship. So I'm looking at her. I'm like, well, I can look at you and automatically tell that you about $200K worth of debt. She's looking at me like, what you mean? I said, let's be honest. Let's be real with each other. Yes, you have your PhD, but it's in bullshitology. You're not a medical doctor. You are a doctor of bullshitology. Yeah. Oh, bro, she got pissed. But she can't refute the fact that she's in $200K worth of debt from a bullshit-ass degree. Working a $40,000 a year job, bro.
And you're a fucking PhD. See, I told motherfuckers, women got to stop chasing that paperwork and chase that paper. You know what I'm saying? And ain't no paper and just having a fucking PhD in sociology or whatever the fuck these motherfuckers want, history and shit. Man, listen, that's some personal shit to you. You know what I'm saying? You don't have enough money stacked up to be running around here and I'm just going to be a humanitarian and just go travel and speak and do speaking and shit like that. No, you don't got paper like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, and a lot of the medical doctors, they get out of their debt within 4-5 years.
Yes, sir.
You know, so if you're gonna be a doctor, be one that's gonna be lucrative. You know, keep your shit lucrative, man. Like, don't fucking go into debt. Don't die in debt. You know, for this fucking PhD and you ain't make no money off of it.
Man, that is cool now, right? Never been cool in my book.
Yeah.
But the conversation that we was having, she has a group of friends. They're all in their late 30s, early 40s, single mothers, whatever the case may be. But one of her friends who's a single mother of a 5-year-old, she wants to have another child. Now she doesn't have a man. She's a single mother, doesn't have a man, but she wants another child. So I'm like, well, is she dating? Is she engaged? She's like, no, she's talking about going to the sperm bank. And I'm like, whoa, no. She's selfish and narcissistic. It's bad enough she already has one child. And then she gets on me. She's like, well, she makes 6 figures. I'm like, but she's a single mother. That's wage. That's income. That's not wealth. I said, so something can happen to her. Who's going to take care of that baby that she already has and that baby that she wants to have?
Yep.
Because she can get sick, or that baby can come out handicapped. So that little 6-figure job that you have is eating up all of that.
Yeah.
What is she going to do?
Yeah. Hey, man.
And I said, just because you can do it by yourself doesn't mean it should be done by itself.
Exactly.
Today,
exactly. Just because you can man, go ahead, bro.
We live in a world today where things are now normal but not natural.
Mm-hmm.
Normal but not natural, bro. It's sick. But bro, you are cooking. We can go on for hours about this topic, bro. Like I said, long time listener, first time caller, bro.
I appreciate you, bro.
Man.
Definitely, man. Appreciate that support, man. We're gonna keep keeping these shows fire topics, get y'all through y'all day, man. I devoted my time to make sure I do this shit, man. So I appreciate y'all, man.
Thank you, bro.
All right, one.
Much obliged.
Yeah, man. Let's see. Who we got from the 804?
Yo, Jap.
What's good? Who we got?
Hello?
Yeah, who this?
Yo, Jap, what's going on? It's Corey.
What's good with you, fam?
Man, first thing first, man, I've been a long time listener since your inception, since you started cooking, man. Like, I've hit your inbox, you reply back to me and stuff, man. I put your stuff out on Instagram. And let me tell you this, man, and this is crazy. I'm 37.
Okay.
And it's funny, the reason why I relate to you is because you finally talking my language. Mm-hmm. You're finally talking my language. And I put one of your joints out on Instagram yesterday, and then one of my homegirls called me. And you know the problem with these motherfucking people out here, man. Let me tell you the problem with these chicks, some of these chicks out here. They don't want to take responsibility. They don't want to take responsibility or blame for the shit that they do. They don't. They don't. I'm telling you, Jap, they don't want to take responsibility or blame for the shit they do. And then to yesterday, you got, Father's Day, and then you got these females, like y'all talked about earlier, throwing shade, and then want people to rally behind them over their war cry because they did the fucked up decisions early in their life. Like you said in one of your videos, man, you said that, if you got a person that's struggling financially in their 30s and 40s, they did whatever the fuck they wanted to do in their 20s, and they want you to come back and pay for this shit. And I tell people, I'm not having that shit because I've noticed what my mom struggled like as a single mother. We had a house full of 3 kids. You got to worry about your light bills. You got to worry about gas bill. You got to come home, worry about all this shit. But if you try to do the right thing and get married before you carry, get that dual income household, raise your kids up the right way, and not to say that that's going to guarantee people.
Yeah, because nothing's a guarantee, right, but at least it's a plan. It's a plan.
It's a fucking plan. It's a fucking plan. Now, I will openly admit, I am dating a female that is a single mother. Only reason she is a single mother is because she got divorced.
Yeah,
so
but that's a different dynamic, bro. She had a plan.
That's a different dynamic.
They were married. They were married. Those women are better suitable because they've been wives before. They know what the goal is. She's not going out here.
And they ain't just bringing anybody around their fucking kids, bro.
Yeah.
They ain't just bringing anybody around their kids. Yeah. They gonna make sure that whoever they bring around their kids is fucking responsible. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't no knucklehead dude. Like, her son, he's very respectable, you know what I'm saying? I go out, watch his football games and stuff, but she doesn't look at me like I'm saving her or anything like that. But I do have to understand that if I do want to date her, then, that is an obligation she has, but she doesn't put that on me. That's for me to go, say, okay, bam, you know what I'm saying? But you got these other single mothers, these selfish-ass single mothers that got the fucking nerve to ask you to do all. It's so fucking demanding dealing with some of them. And then they be having the nerve, the audacity to try to, be so selfish about shit and try to act like they deserve the fucking world when they fucked up everything they did before. And, one of my friends, I put her on to you, and the thing is, and I don't mean to go off topic, but I really, really value your input. These females, there are some people, you were talking like your pro-blacks and things like that. There are females that fuck with your content because it's fucking it up for them. Mm-hmm. It's fucking it up for them. You know what I'm saying? When these females try to do the right thing and, go to school, get a degree, keep your credit right, your body right, things like that. And then you got Ratchet LaToya over here who getting all these niggas. And then now the females are like, well, hold on, wait. Why am I getting passed up? You know what I'm saying? So I had my homegirl listen to it, and she listened to a couple of your joints. Now, she was with her boyfriend for a minute, but what she got, because I ain't even lie, I tried to get her ass too, but she ain't give me no play. But I'm kind of happy this shit worked out. And the reason why is because when she got with that nigga, right, I fucked around and seen her on New Year's Day at this hotel party in D.C., one of the hotel places, but I live in the D.C. area, DMV area.
Okay.
So I seen her, and she had put on 20 to 30 pounds, dog.
Yikes.
And now what's happened, all of a sudden they in a relationship. 2 years later, bam, they out of a relationship because the nigga got the wandering eye. Now she done realized, listen to some of your content, that, hey, this game, see, people think about game is about manipulation. No, game is about understanding what's out there and what other people are thinking, so you have to make yourself better. You know what I'm saying? It ain't over for the girl. It's just harder. Now, take your ass to the gym. Make sure you drink water and stop eating that fucking Chipotle and snapping on fucking IG and shit. Stop eating, stop drinking. I tell people, all some of these females do is stop, eat, drink, stop bundles of hair, and sell Herbalife. That's all the fuck they do on Snapchat. That's all.
And waist trainers.
But let me tell you, man, waist trainers. And like you said, some of these people, they try to cheat their way through life. And even niggas, I've seen niggas do it. Niggas, like you said, man, dirty dick riding ass people, man. All they want to do run around here, they ain't never sober. These niggas run around here, pop Xanax, drink lean, and all that shit, and they always trying to find shortcuts. But if they come out here and they listen to this work that you give them, it'll push shit back in perspective, man.
Yeah.
It does. And if Coulter got to cook some of these people, and see, people always thinking that, you know, you're going at the black community. But no, it's as a whole. If we realize we got to be better for each other. I see that, you know, you put some of the things out there about Trump and stuff, and I tell people, I said, it is our fault. Honestly, to me, as a black community, it's our fault that we're going through this shit right now. Because we let Obama sit out here for 8 years, and we let him coast. But we didn't help him. We didn't do the things that he needed to do to make our people better, to make our country better. So now we got Trump in here, and everybody worried about their WIC, their food stamps, their child support, and all that shit. So, but you better get your fucking mind right. You better get your money right. You better start getting things right. You better understand.
Yep.
I'm telling you, man. Hey, Jap, am I bullshitting though? Am I lying?
I saw it coming. I thought it was gonna be Jeb Bush. I was like, yo. Oh, when I heard Jeb Bush,
it won't go be Jed though. It won't go be Jed.
I thought Jeb Bush, when Jeb Bush was gonna run, I said, oh shit, it's over. You niggas are cooked. You niggas better get your money up now. But then when Trump came out, I was like, oh shit. It's still the same agenda, but this motherfucker can't be bought. You can't buy a motherfucker like this. Motherfucker gonna say what the fuck he need to say.
But like you said, you remember all of the rhetoric black people were saying, I'm going to Canada, I'm leaving. I tell motherfuckers, all y'all shut the fuck up, because none of y'all leaving, none of y'all going nowhere, ain't gonna be no boat that's gonna take your ass back to fucking Africa. Half you bitches ain't got passports. So you ain't going no fucking
Snoop Dogg went on camera talking about that I'm going to Canada shit. Where the fuck he live at now? Niggas talk.
That nigga dead in Cali on the Martha Stewart show.
And let me tell you how fake niggas are about this hate for Trump. Before Trump ran, all the black rappers was hugged up with him, including Snoop Dogg. You know what I'm saying? All these niggas. Trump was cool, kicking it with 50 Cent, Ice Cube, Mike Tyson. Just Google all the pictures of all the stars that motherfuckers used to gravitate towards Trump.
Man,
Trump used to put.
They didn't say that shit. They didn't use his words, and they used his name in their rap lyrics. All that shit. Yep. Now he's a KKK member. Get the fuck out of here. He wasn't a KKK member when you was going to his hotel and he was comping you motherfuckers. You was taking photo ops with him. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas was talking about getting money and shit like that. Come on, man. And now you're starting to see the birth of the alt-right. And I try to tell these people.
Remember Nelly said, Bill Gates, Donald Trump, we're not. Come on, man. These niggas is fucking with Trump. Now you niggas hating.
Dog, I'm going to be real with you. My cousin, he ran for a city council spot in Richmond. And then he was up in the polls. I bullshit you not. Then all of a sudden, he on TV with Roland Martin at the RNC, and that motherfucker lost. And he fucking lost.
Damn.
And I'm sitting here like, oh man, if he would have never came out with that red tie at the RNC, he would be cooking the motherfuckers right now. But see, and that's why I try to tell people, see, us as a race, what we have a tendency to do, we'll go along with shit until we're harmed. You know what I'm saying? Until it harms us. And then we want to reunite and all this bullshit. And we want to always try to be with the latest thing. Like a couple of weeks ago in D.C. was the Pride Festival. Now, I ain't got nothing against the LGBT community. Not at all. Not at fucking all. My concept, my thought about it is, don't fucking go to the LGBT community just so it can look like you're having fun. Because some of the motherfuckers, they're about that life, and some of them are not about that life.
And I noticed too, a lot of our women, a lot of black women, go to these gay, go to these gay clubs, go to these gay festivals,
and these drag events,
They go to these tranny shows. I remember I cussed my ex-girlfriend out about that shit. She wanted to go to the tranny show. What the fuck are you? Because you represent me when you out.
Let me tell you.
So if a motherfucker tell me my bitch is out of tranny, come on, man. Go ahead.
I wish you now. I'm gonna tell you. I wish my girlfriend would come with me with some shit like that. Now I ain't gonna lie. I heard some people tell me they put on great shows. What the fuck ever? I'm not going. I'm not going though. That's not my thing. You know what I'm saying? It's not because I'm a man and I'm dominant. That's just not my thing. I see it as that's being exclusive to that culture. You can have that. I don't have anything against it. You can have it. But you got these people who try to fake the funk, who try to always be so damn supportive of every fucking thing that they cloud all this other shit up. And the message gets fucked up, man. So we don't have an identity from time to time. We don't have an identity. And that's why I try to put people onto you so people can wake up and get this knowledge, man.
Man, I appreciate that shit, bro. I appreciate that shit, man. Tag me on Instagram so I can see the shit you be posting.
Yeah, man, I've tagged you, but the next time I put one up, man, I definitely tag you, man, because it's real, and I finally think that somebody's, I finally feel somebody speaks to what I've always been saying the entire time. And people be like thinking that you're bitter. It's like, no, it's not me being bitter. If you really look at the whole thing, I had a homegirl who I was in the military.
I hate hearing that I'm bitter shit, man. Like, dude. That shit. Dude,
we're not bitter. We're looking at certain things that you all see. I give you the prime example. I had a whole girl in the military, and she was single, but she was fucking a married dude in one of the other units. Then have a nerve to come to me and talk bad about niggas. I'm sitting there like, you're fucking a married man, and then you gonna sit out here and say niggas ain't shit. How you gonna say niggas ain't shit and you fucking a married man?
Yeah, man,
I'm not bitter. I'm just letting you know the bullshit that y'all be putting out there. Y'all do this. We don't do it as men. We don't do that dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, man. Keep cooking, man. That's all I'm gonna tell you, man. Keep cooking. But I got 1 minute to complaint though, Jap. 1 minute to complaint. Mm-hmm. You gotta go back to the slow. You gotta go back to the slow funeral music in the background, man. You gotta go back to the slow.
The classic.
Man, my brother listened to it, man, and like you're in there and you're talking to these people, man, and then you hear that joint in the background, and then that's when you hit your point, man. You gotta think about going back to this.
I got it, man. I bring the classics back. I got a couple. I got a
classic.
I got a bunch of fucking church music. Like, I thought, cause like when I started this shit, I was like, yo, it'd be funny if I was saying this shit over church music. I'm gonna try this shit, and people started liking this shit. So I'm gonna bring the old ones back, man. I'm gonna bring the classics back, bro. I appreciate you though, fam.
Yeah, man. That was yeah, man. Appreciate it, Jap.
All right, bro. Yeah, man. Yeah. You take one more caller before we get up out of here, man. Yo, who we got from the 510, man?
Hey, what's up, man? This is your Philly Hood social worker, Kyrie.
What's going on, fam?
I hate you in the morning time. Because I'm supposed to be at the gym before work, but I got you cooking over here. Hey, you know what? Okay, I was raised by a divorced single mother.
Okay.
So I was raised with the father till I was 13.
Okay.
And I think what you're getting back is everybody feels like you're attacking them. And this is when the claws come out. I think we should start promoting role models. Now, all these single mothers, I don't think they give them credit of role models. Because I had police officers as role models, firefighters as role models. I knew Neil deGrasse Tyson before he was a role model to me, before he was on TV. We should start promoting good role models so these men have something to look at. Because if you start looking at these football players that just party all night, getting as many hoes as they want to at night, and your son's like, man, I want to be like that. No. Have that as your third goal. Have that as your third goal. Look at this man over here with the business suit that's doing legal shit. Not illegal shit. Legal shit.
Yeah, but
look
see,
at the men,
they look at what they doing to Bill Cosby and shit like that. They try to tarnish that image, of like Cosby Show. When you think of Cosby Show, that was a show that raised a lot of us, man. You know what I'm saying? Good positive male role models, good positive woman, family. Now look what they do to do Bill Cosby in his personal life. You know what I'm saying? Knowing damn well he ain't raped them hoes. They're gonna try to tarnish the legacy of that shit.
We need to stop putting all our eggs in one basket. It's like the same thing as the guy from Seventh Heaven, the show. I used to watch the show Seventh Heaven, where they found out later on he was raping kids and he had child porn on his computer.
Shit.
And they tarnished him. They tarnished him. But you know what? But white people have more than that person, that show. We should stop looking at entertainment. I'm talking about looking in your neighborhood. And if you're in a bad neighborhood, okay, go out of the neighborhood, and there is always a black brother that will take your kids. Go to YMCA. Do something. But you need to stop all these single mothers. You're a single mother. Okay, we can't stop that. We can't stuff the kid back in you. Okay? But you can say, you know what? What gets your kid into a program? Not football. I'm talking about science, something that will elevate them, so we can get the black race, or the black culture to elevate ourselves from not being gangbangers, not always being stereotypically in jail. Because you know what? Tell you the truth, I always say stop doing shit to get yourself arrested. If you stop doing shit to get yourself arrested, they won't have those cops will get bored of pulling you over, and it's like, damn, we could have been doing something else. Mm-hmm. This brother doesn't have nothing. This doesn't have nothing. These guys don't have attitude. Man, this is boring. We have nothing to do because now every time we go and beat one of these asses, they come up to us, educated, coming up to the judge like, you know what, man, I don't know what I did. I had no drugs. I have no records. I have nothing. I know my car's clean. My car smells good. I look clean. I smell good. Why did they pull me over?
Yeah.
I had the finances. Do that so you can shame these white people and show the real racism. Because every time our brothers get pulled over, they have a record. Our sisters get pulled over, they have an attitude. Anybody gets pulled over, they shoot who gets loud. Stop getting loud.
Yeah, like look at that Corinne Gaines chick, man. You know, she was asking to get shot. And what I'm saying is she was purposely agitating them police. And she said, you're going to have to kill me today. I'm going to die today. Like, and then when you die, we got these people mourning for you. Like, no, we're not going to fucking mourn for stupidity, fam. Stop fucking antagonizing these people and thinking that you can fight them by winning the argument. Fight them in the system that they already created. Get in these systems. Get these jobs. Make more money than them. Write more books than them. Create the fucking curriculum. They get mad as like they get mad at black people like Dr. Ben Carson to say he's educated by the white man. But what black colleges was going to take them to that level? You know what I'm saying? How many of them do we have that's prestigious like that? That's taking niggas to where he's at in life. You know what I'm saying? And knowledge is knowledge to me. Knowledge is universal. You know what I'm saying? But people don't want to do that shit. They want to sit back and keep it real and keep it real broke. Keep it real and keep it real unproductive. You know? And anytime a motherfucker's doing productive, progressive shit, they looked at as a fucking coon or a sellout. So we got that crabs in the barrel mentality, man.
Hey, you know what? Hey, I gotta go pretty soon. But hey, you know what, man? I just like Angry Man, I need to see you on BGS, man. I mean, seriously. BGS be spilling some really serious game, and I think you'll add a lot to his show.
I gotta check them out, man. I hear of them because I know as Angry Man people. I don't be having enough time to check everybody out, man. So I can't. I'm not gonna say anything bad about him or nothing like that. I just gotta check. I gotta check his shit out.
He runs 8-hour shows.
Yeah, I don't got 8 hours in me, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. This 2 hours right now kicking my ass. I gotta get ready to go to work, and I was supposed to be working out, but I was like, I saw this Coulter video. I was like, oh my fucking God, they gonna love this shit.
You. All right, man.
But I appreciate you, fam.
Man, you keep preaching, man.
Thanks, man.
No problem, man. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Yeah, man. That's crazy, man. Hey, y'all want y'all to check this shit out, right? Check this shit out. It's Coulter, another Coulter video. He was on the motherfucking View.
Well, no one can ignite a media firestorm like Ann Coulter and her latest book, Guilty, like her other book.
This is another book. So this motherfucker just writing books about the shit she believes in. And everybody's free to do this shit. I hate that shit. I hear motherfuckers get mad at me like, oh, why do you make these videos and do this shit, this and this? You talk what you want to talk on your show. Everybody's free to do the same fucking thing that I did. You're free to fucking start your own fucking platform and say what you want to say. You're free to write a book. So don't get mad when a person fucking does it. Let's go.
Books is very controversial, deliberately provocative. After all, it sells books, and we are happy to have with us Ann Coulter. Good morning.
Good morning.
I think we've all had been discussing your book on camera.
Yes, I've heard.
So good, you should be pleased. So Whoopi would like to
I just
start.
have a couple questions, actually. In your book, you devote an entire chapter to single mothers.
Yes.
And what happens to children raised in single-parent homes. You title the chapter, Victim of a Crime, Thank a Single Mother.
Ouch! Ouch! Victim of a crime, thank a single... Ouch!
What is your issue with single mothers? Because I know you don't have any kids. I mean, maybe you have stepkids. I don't know. I shouldn't say that. But
does that matter?
And before you answer, I just want to say, you said that single motherhood is like a farm team for future criminals and social outcasts. 70% of inmates in prisons come from single-parent homes. Hollywood actresses using single motherhood as a way to promote their careers. And it says, you say it's very selfish for a single mother to have a baby without a father. So I'm wondering.
Yeah, well, we now have 30 or 40 years of social science research. I mean, I'm just citing
30 or 40 years of social science research. That's what she's bringing to the table, fam.
This is, dressed up numbers crunching. I'm just giving the numbers. 80% of the inmates in prisons were raised by single mothers.
Was that racist? Because I didn't hear her say black, white, Mexican. She said 80% of the inmates in prisons were raised by single mothers.
70% of the runaways of the child juvenile delinquents, juvenile murderers, juvenile rapists raised by single mothers. And the point is, this didn't happen by accident. The illegitimacy rate alone has gone up over 300% since 1970. And as I describe in my book, this was...
Now, I ain't gonna lie, man. She just jumped in here with the wolves because she about to get bombarded by a bunch of fucking emotional ass bullshit. These bitches are gonna be crying.
A specific plan by the left attacking the nuclear family. The most famous example.
Go back to the. I know you want to. I'm sorry. I know you want to do this whole left thing because that's what you do. That's your act.
No,
but what I do want to know.
I hate the studio audience, fam. I hate that shit, fam. Why are y'all clapping for this shit?
Because a lot of what you've cited in terms of this.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. If I got on one of these shows and I'm giving you, if I give you a valid point and you don't clap, and a motherfucker say some dumbass shit and they just go crazy, I'ma stand up and I'm gonna go walk out to the crowd and I'm gonna kick this shit off with their ass because y'all not finna play with me like this, man. Y'all not finna play with me like this. This bitch ain't saying shit. What are y'all clapping for?
It's just specifically this is based on sort of not great research because we've seen this research discounted time and time again. But why would you say Hollywood actresses using single mother? I take offense to that, of course, as you can understand, because having been a single mother, I don't think it was something I used as a tool.
The point is, well, I don't think you've done it in the last few years, and this is, it has become...
Are you talking about in the, I'm sorry.
Now she's trying to get offended again. See, this is the shit I don't like about single mothers. They ask to have these conversations, but easily offend themselves in the process by asking the questions that will piss them the fuck off even more.
Say this again? You talked about you talked about actresses in the last few years.
Right, that's why I say it's the new thing, as opposed to the sex tapes.
Why don't you come down as hard on the fathers who aren't there, rather than the women who actually raised the children?
Woo! You know what I'm saying? It's easy to get the motherfucking hoes to chill, man. It's easy to get the hoes to chill. Don't you realize if you used to get a motherfucking debate going, right? And it was me versus Derek Jackson. And we had all the motherfucking, the hoes gonna go crazy of everything this nigga say. They gonna be like, regardless, the hoes will say, oh, he pretty or whatever, but they be like, fuck him. Fuck that Jap. Fuck him. anything he said, they gonna clap and scream. This is so hilarious, dude. You know you're gonna lose when you're dealing with this type of audience. You're gonna fucking lose, man. They never make the audience fair, man.
Because the title is Guilty Liberal Victims and Their Assault on America. The point of the book is, in example after example, of how people play the victim, are exalted in this society, have doors open for them, when in fact they're the ones victimizing others. I've never heard anyone say, unsung heroes, unwed fathers. How does he do it? He has...
Unsung heroes, unwed fathers. How does he do it?
4 children with 3 different mothers. How did he have the time to do that? You do have, as I describe in that chapter, Hollywood, mainstream media, the New York Times, women's magazines, exalting single motherhood, movie after movie about single motherhood, book after book. Sisters are doing it for themselves.
See? Are you married? They always do this shit. It's like fucking clockwork. I swear to God, man. This is why single mothers are fucking stupid. You cannot have a fucking conversation with them. Are you married? What the fuck does that have to do with anything?
Married? Are you married?
No, but it wouldn't change the difference of the facts I cite.
It doesn't change the difference of the facts. Do you have children?
No, and it wouldn't change.
It wouldn't change it would not change the facts. So let's drive your single mother point home, Whoopi.
Well, it would. If you had children, you'd know more what you were talking about.
Children because
if you had children, you'll know more about what you're talking about. That is about as stupid as a motherfucker telling me, have you been a felon? No. Have you been in the penal system? No. So you don't know what it's like to talk about black men going to the penal system because you've never fucking been. Hold on, fam. So you mean to tell me I gotta go to the penitentiary to tell you that the penitentiary is bad?
I do realize that there are mothers who are divorced and you don't blame them as much, and there are mothers who are widowed, but there are women who do want children. I'm not talking about the teenagers, the irresponsible and so forth, and need to be loved. We can perhaps, go with that. But there are women who do want children.
Yeah, that's what I write
and
about.
Are single mothers.
And how selfish it is. That's precisely what...
And can take care of these children and give them happy homes or adopt these children.
Okay, no, I am not, and nor are the studies.
On all those things.
Absolutely not. You are wrong about that, and that is the interesting...
Kill anybody. That's all I'm saying.
No, of course it's not every... The point is you look at it from the other end. When you look at the prison end and know it is not true.
This is why these bitches ain't shit right now. Because they got a panel of motherfucking females that's gonna coddle to their bullshit and not force them to step it up. You realize that you could put a fucking single mother on this panel right now with 5 fucking kids by 5 different niggas, and just because she got a job, she went to school, she finished school, and she's actually raising them motherfuckers, she's gonna get praise. And ain't nobody gonna say, well, damn, this was pretty fucking, you had a real fucking hard job. You didn't necessarily have to do it the hard way, but you chose to go the hard way. That's like a motherfucker tell me, you know what I'm saying? It's 2 ways I can get to work today. I can walk or I could drive. I drive to work. The motherfucker who walks to work comes to me and says, you don't know what hard work is, nigga. I walk to work every day. But he's got the same means to have a car, but he don't. He's bragging about because he made something that could have been easy for him harder. He says, nigga, you don't know what it's like, nigga. Imagine walking to work every day. But you don't have to. That ain't the point. I still do it. But if you would have not fucked up your license, you could be driving with the rest of us. You're not understanding my point. That's what single mothers are doing. Single mothers made their life harder, just like the men who don't have no license. Mad at the people who are driving because they're getting to work earlier. But this motherfucker who don't have his license, who fucked up his license, want a pat on the back for walking to work. Because he's willing to do the hard work and he's doing what he has to do. And I commend him for doing what the fuck you have to do. But you don't get no extra credit for doing something that could have been easy. Now you done made it harder on yourself. And single mothers make it harder on themselves by having these fucking babies out of wedlock when they could have just had the baby in the institution of marriage. Had the baby by the man who or married the man who they had the baby with and had 2 incomes in the home. Let's cook.
True that I'm leaving out race. There is, in fact, I cite a study by the Progressive Policy Institute, a liberal institute, saying that if you take single motherhood out of the equation, the black and white crime rates are exactly the same. So you take everything else out, single...
Did anybody catch that? Did anybody catch that? Let's go back.
No, of course it's not every... The point is you look at it from the other end. You know, when you look at the prison end, and no, it is not true that I'm leaving out race. There is, in fact, I cite a study by the Progressive Policy Institute, a liberal institute, saying that if you take single motherhood out of the equation, the black and white crime rates are exactly the same. So
if you take single motherhood out of the equation, the black and white crime rates are exactly the same. That's interesting. That's something that everybody probably needs to look up. That's very interesting. It's a very interesting point.
So you take everything else out. Single motherhood is not good for children. That is a fact.
What I would like to add.
Now, I agree with that. I don't need no data or nothing like that. Single motherhood is not good for children. Flat the fuck out. Flat the fuck out.
That it is promoted.
I would like to ask you because there's some nuggets of truth that you have in stuff that you write, but I don't see any compassion that you have. Do you?
The truth. See, this is the problem. There's no compassion for what you write. The fucking truth don't have no compassion. It's the truth.
You go out and do you talk to single young girls about trying not to, to use birth control? Are you trying to be part of the solution?
Well, sure,
as opposed
of
to just
course
judging.
Mm-hmm. Now they're taking the stats and the truth and calling it judging. Judging will be an opinion. Stats are the facts. This is the dumb shit that these bitches do.
Look, the more non-judgmental we have been about the mothers, the more real victims have been created.
The more non-judgmental we've been with these kids, these women, the more fucking victims we create. And these kids are the victims of single mothers. These kids are the victims because they are not creating the best people. The best fucking contributors to society. They are not.
Millions and millions per year. I mean, it's not like this is some inevitable number that we must have of children being raised by single mothers every year. It wouldn't have gone up by more than 300% since 1970.
Let's move off that topic because you call it liberal victims. You know, the biggest victim this week is your girlfriend, Sarah Palin. She is whining about everything. The media...
Motherhood as a way to promote their career.
It is substance, but he's flashing.
Disease-ridden sacking
You wrote something provocative. Read aloud like you're reading Mein Kampf.
With their black side, and we had something to say. What did you
think?
The media attacked her daughter's unborn child.
She's acting like a victim. You know, the biggest victim this week is your girlfriend, Sarah Palin.
Now, I want to stop it right there. That was a shot. The biggest victim is your girlfriend, Sarah Palin. So just because this motherfucker agrees with Sarah Palin raised a kid, and their kid is fucked up and is now a fucking single mother, this is supposed to disprove everything she's put in the book because my friend has a kid that's a single mother. Okay.
She is whining about everything. The media was wrong.
The media was horrible.
By the way, she has a child born out of wedlock.
The media attacked her daughter's unborn child.
She's acting like a victim now. And why is it just liberals who are victims? Give me a break.
No, but the point of the book is not to say that that there aren't any victims. Of course there are victims.
That's
That's my
liberal and
point.
victims put together there.
Liberals play the victim while creating real victims. I'm not saying there's no such thing as victim, but can we get back to what you were attacking me for when I wasn't here?
Which it was good to have black celebrities. Yeah.
See, now I've never heard my book. Well,
no, I just want to respond. Follow up on what we were saying about you're saying.
This shit is definitely an attack. You got 5 motherfuckers going at one person. You can call that shit an attack?
They identify with their black side, and we had something to say.
What did you think that I was trying to read people's minds, I believe someone said, or that I've had some personal experience with them? To the contrary, as I cite in the book, I am talking about things they have done and said. Barack Obama writes his first book, I think it was his first book, his autobiography, Dreams from My Father. He identifies with the father who abandoned him. He met one. I read the book.
He praises his mother off with it. Can I just move on? We don't have that much time.
Wait, you guys attack me for it and I can't respond. Halle Berry accepts the Academy Award. Okay, just let me answer.
Barack Obama felt that
Halle Berry
accepts the truth. We are not attacking you. You
never
wrote something
heard my book
provocative.
read aloud like you're reading Mein Kampf, and I just did.
Can I just read a section aloud?
Yes, and read it like you're reading Mein Kampf again.
I don't think I did that.
I think you did. You spat out the words when I wasn't sitting here.
Let me do this. Throughout John, that's because I'd like to discuss something current. Throughout John F. Kennedy's presidency and beyond, reporters notoriously hid the fact that JFK was a venereal, disease-ridden sexual profligate and drug addict. The courtier press was too busy manufacturing a nonsense image of Camelot. I read this because I'd love to hear your view on Caroline Kennedy's desire to become the Senate.
Yes, that was lovely. You could do the audio book. Well, we don't know that much about her.
He's attacking you. I just don't appreciate the way you're talking to her. I mean, nobody is attacking you. You didn't have to talk to her.
I wasn't
like
here.
that.
And you're describing
See, they not ready. They not ready. These women ain't ready to have this type of conversation. These women are not ready to have these type of conversations, man. You know what I'm saying? And this is what I try to tell people, man, because we're going to get out of here, man. Stop letting the clapping and stop letting the fucking, the high-fiving and all that shit of single mothers and raggedy bitches united steer you from the fucking truth of what the argument was presented. You know what I'm saying? I always, even when these motherfuckers call my show and they want to debate me, I go back to the topic that I put up here. Stop bringing up some shit that you saw. You saw me with out here, or you see me doing this, and that. You talking about another show? No, we talking about right now about single mothers or whatever the fuck we talking about. These motherfuckers always looking for a way to deter you from the motherfucking truth. You know what I'm saying? So pay attention, man. I don't fucking agree with everything Coulter says, but we are in complete fucking agreement when it comes to single motherhood. I'm glad I was able to see this shit. And there's some other fucking black women too that I've been sent videos who say some fishy shit breaking down this single mother shit. So I'm definitely gonna highlight them people. Shout out to everybody who've been donating too. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate all y'all motherfuckers this morning, man. Y'all get up, get this money. You know what I'm saying? Be productive. You know what I'm saying? We're going to come back tonight. I'm going to drop some videos in the middle of the day. I got some shit for y'all. And then we're going to definitely address some shit tonight. Do a live stream tonight. Chop it up. Play some music. Let's get up out of here, y'all. One.
I'm the man in the city, I'm just saying though. I fucked your main bitch, I'm just saying though. I'm acting stingy with this money, I'm just saying though. I'm addicted to these hoes, I'm just saying though. I need drugs in my life, I'm just saying though. Most my niggas fighting life, I'm just saying though. It's money by any means, I'm just saying though. This a little mic beat, I'm just saying though. I'm the man in this city, I'm just saying though. I fucked your main bitch, I'm just saying though. I'm acting stingy with this money, I'm just saying though. I'm addicted to these hoes, I'm just saying though. I need drugs in my life, I'm just saying though. Most my niggas fighting life, I'm just saying though. There's money by any means, I'm just saying though. Maserati gon' kill this beat, I'm just saying though. Foreign riding high shit, looking like a lick. Lurking for a hop, stain them like a dirty fit. I'm Molly rolling pure, knew it took a nigga bricks. I put this on a boss, he can't get back shit. Streets fuck with Maserati, I'm just saying though. TTG, I'm trained to grind, I'm just saying though. I love pussy, money and sex, I'm just saying though. You ain't bout this fucking life, I'm just saying though. Green light, a nigga gon' focus on them, somebody dying. Get your funeral shot up while everybody crying. No sympathy for broke niggas living life of crime. Every gun y'all got for sale, Maserati bang. Trap it, get it cash, I'm a drug dealer. Y'all can't stab me in my back cause I don't trust a nigga. Designer down, Chris Cologne with my teeth grinding. Think I'm macking till them shots be fine. I'm the man in the city, I'm just saying though. I fucked your main bitch, I'm just saying though. I'm acting stingy with this money, I'm just saying though. I'm addicted to these hoes, I'm just saying though. I need drugs in my life, I'm just saying though. Most my niggas fighting life, I'm just saying though. There's money by any means, I'm just saying though. This a little mic beat, I'm just saying though.
Bitch, I'm Lil Flip, you know the man, ho. I am. Trap house doing digits, this the bando. You can't get no love from me, you a fan, ho. Niggas hating on me, I don't wanna stand him. Get you close and I'm spraying, fam. Down the hill is my land, fam. Robert G's, I can't land, fam. Fuck the buff in the land, fam. I'm just saying, fam. Broke niggas can't stand them. Top shot, open can them. Body bags for his friends and them. I'm just saying, though.